Please show me an hour with Valentino and Joe Pay. New York Guinea is on the loose. New York Guinea is on the juice. New York Guinea is all the truth. Please enjoy our show and maybe your masseuse is listening too, so give her a splooge. Greg and Joe, Joe and Greg, Joe and Greg, Greg and Joe. I can't come up with any lyrics, so just start the fucking show, bro. And let's hope our two guineas aren't a no-show. So now let's go.
I could see clearly now. The way is here.
The way is here.
I can see Greg through the clear bottle. Of course, I am joking around. Enhanced Labs presents the Greg and Joe Show. Enhanced Labs got so many things. Greg, I don't even have room on the table.
Joe, it's I forgot that. I forgot all about. I gotta do a fucking video on it. Like there's too much stuff here, bro. I can't even hold it all in my arm. There's so much shit, bro.
I got the table and I had to use the desk on top of it. I love it though. It's great, but thank you so much.
We've got still. We're practically giving it all.
Of course, enhancedlabs.com is the place to go to get all your stuff there. Support Greg and Joe. Support your two guineas on the loose, guineas on the juice, Gregorio.
Yes, brother. That's why you got to take Organ Health.
Organ Health. Yes.
Organ Health. You guys don't understand. I'm fucking. That's the shit I take all the time. You know what I mean?
I'm holding my organ right now. Literally both. But, yeah, definitely Enhanced Labs. You see, I got it on the top there. You can see all the cool shit. The fucking pancakes, the waffles. I mean,
oh yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
It's food. It's nutritional food.
Yeah, I got it in the fucking kit. I'm constantly opening up my refrigerator. They're fucking full on it because I got them all.
You like them on that cold side.
Yeah, I don't know why. I like everything cold. If I have a cookie, I put it in the refrigerator. I like it cold. I don't like it hot. Like my girlfriend.
Like fucking chocolate chip where it's just like stretching the chocolate.
I like, but for some reason I like it when it's cold. Like even brownies. Like my girlfriend's like, "Oh no, you gotta have the brownies." Like when they first come out of the oven, and I'm like, "No, they're too sticky." I like.
They are sticky.
I like them cold.
Solidify. You know what else is fucking great the second time around? Fuck baked lasagna. It gets. I think you know, and it holds better. It doesn't.
I think it absorbs I think it absorbs the gravy over time. Like sometimes pasta the next day is even better than
the old shit.
Right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but you enjoy it. And let's fucking go. Johnny Pillman, what's up, JP? Thank you for
Johnny,
watching
what
again.
Are you doing?
Paul Walker, there he is, back for more. What a time to be alive. Linda McStanton is our favorite Biden administration ex-employee. Probably the first time you knuckleheads started on time. I think we were about 4 minutes late. For us, that's like being early.
Well, we didn't have any technical issues today.
No echoes, no silence. Yeah. Last week we couldn't hear, and I had to change the mic. Just whatever. But I'm glad we're here today, and we started. Close.
Absolutely. What does it say? If the strong man eats what? Eats all of his meal prep.
Let me put it up so we could all see it. The strong man Thor eats all of his meal prep cold as well.
Oh, okay.
So strong man named Thor.
Now wait a minute. I just got to make one thing clear here, Johnny, is that I don't like my macaronis or anything. Like I don't like any pastas. Like I don't like my food cold. I like my dessert. Like if I'm gonna eat, John, like I have Quest bars, right? Quest bars and Quest cookies. I have them in the refrigerator. They're cold. I take all these protein, the pancakes and the waffles that Tony Huge gave us. Enhanced gave us. But all that I like it cold, and especially those like the pancakes got like a goo in them or something. And if you eat, for me, I don't like anything like sticky and when you first take it out, it's like sticky. I like it in the refrigerator. So I put Quest bars, even Quest bars, put them in the refrigerator. That's just me though. But don't think I eat my fucking pasta or any of that shit cold. Hell no.
No, that's it. But I like chocolate bars in the fridge too. Remember remember the Charleston Chew you put in the freezer and crack it up?
Yeah, you crack it up. Yeah, man.
Just hit it on the desk, and your mother would get pissed because there'd be fucking chocolate flakes all over the fucking floor. She'd make a mess on that shag rug we had in the 70s.
You remember the shag? We had the shag with the paneling. With the paneling.
And the plastic covers on the
couch. On the couch. Joe, can you even buy paneling anymore? I mean, did it even make that shit was so
yes, they do actually. You can buy it. I don't know if anybody actually does, but yes, there is still paneling. Okay, he literally eats his steak and rice out of the fridge. You know, not sometimes rice when it's cold, like right out of the container, like leftover Chinese. That's not bad, but I don't know. Meat, I think I might have to heat up the steak.
I could eat the meat cold, believe it or not. I don't like it cold. I'd rather have it hot.
You can.
But I could eat the meat cold. I can't eat the rice cold. Because first of all, the Chinese rice, it almost goes back to like uncooked. And then you have to you ever notice that? It gets like little pebbles. They're like hard. But the minute you throw it in a microwave, it gets like fluffy again, you know?
Here's one of your lovers. Router is a new name, you know.
Right. Well, okay, he's gonna change it. I don't want to give them too much. Like last week, the guy was getting. What happens is then we don't get to the other because he has 30 fucking stupid shit on here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I want to get to the saying jokes and stuff. Oh, here's Charles. How are you, my son?
There he is.
Charlie Ebrachia. I used to put my Reggie bar. Oh, Reggie bars were good.
Cheap bars. Holy shit.
Another tooth.
I think I might like this. I might like this Charlie Arms better than the real Charlie Arms, Joe.
This guy's good. He definitely is a product of the same upbringing like us. He brings up names and things that from the good old past that we miss. I remember when Reggie bars first came out, and it was like, you weren't Met fans, we can't eat Reggie bars, only the Yankee fans in the block. And I'm like, fuck that, they're good.
Oh, they were great. They were actually like Baby Ruth bars to me, but they were throwing that shit on the field and shit. Remember they were giving them out? They were throwing them on the field. Now we'd be out there with baskets collecting that shit.
Yeah, but they were good because they were like turtles almost. They were round.
Yes.
And they had the nuts, and they would stick out from the sides and all of that.
Nuts
it was hitting the ball on the
just like a Baby Ruth bar, right, Joe? I mean, it was round, but it was like Baby Ruth. They had whatever that caramel shit and nuts,
nougat and the nuts.
The nougat.
Yeah, but that was good because I mean Reggie was, you know, one of the greatest fucking players, not of all time, but I mean what he did
of that era.
The stir,
I mean, he was hitting 40-something home runs. Joe, him, George Foster, there was a few of them who would hit in the 40-something home runs. That's back then. Today, it's like 40 home runs. You know what I mean?
I just said it fucking backwards. I said the stir that straw. The straw that stirs the drink. Famous quote he made to, if I'm not mistaken, a writer from Playboy magazine was interviewing him. Remember, Playboy actually had articles before they showed during the times they showed beautiful.
We found this the other day. It's in perfect mint condition. My girlfriend found.
They actually have pretty good articles. It was good writers.
October. Look what that is. October 1969.
You can get good money for that, probably.
Yeah, man.
Who's is that? What's her name there?
It's a black chick as a centerfold. I won't show. You know what I mean? But. No, this is an actress. I forgot her name.
It's not Sharon Tate, right?
What's that?
That's not Sharon Tate, right?
No. It does look a little bit like it, but it's in actually like putting in condition, and it doesn't smell like a garage. You know what I'm saying?
The pages aren't stuck together.
I don't know. We just found it. You know what I mean? It's, you know, when my girlfriend, she's gonna sell it, so.
No, that's cool though. That's cool. I hit Roy White in the head with a Reggie bar for not re-racking his weights and disrespecting.
Roy White.
Remember, he used to fucking climb that wall in left field and pull them back. He was a fucking player. They were loaded. They had Piniella, Mickey Ribs. They had fucking like 4 or 5 good defensive outfielders. And
you know who
wasn't bad in the outfield?
Do you know who I liked in the outfield? He played for both the Yankees and the Mets. Ron Swoboda. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Well, the catch in 69 was...
Yeah, it's the fucking guy. He
changed the series, maybe.
He almost had like an awkward way, but he just caught the ball.
I forgot he was on the Yankees a little bit.
Yes, Swoboda, Ron Swoboda, but he, he's more Met. But he's,
Prime, he was a Met. Corey, what's up, buddy? Thank you for watching. As always, Corey, a regular customer here.
Thank you.
Love Reggie Jackson back in that day. Remember the home run he hit in the All-Star game? He was on the A's. Yes, that was at the old Tiger Stadium. Either of you met him before. It was you saw him in the gym.
Dude, I trained with him.
That thing went.
Didn't hit the fucking. That was like a 500-foot home run, wasn't it?
Yeah. 1971 All-Star game. I forget who was it off. I think it was a Cincinnati Red. But yes, good point, Corey.
Yes.
Now, you know Reggie from
Corey. I used to train him. He was a womanizer. I used to train in Gold's Gym with him. He was really into bodybuilding.
Funny stories about Reggie Jackson.
Joe, I swear I always tell you, but I don't know for sure. I shouldn't really say it, but I sometimes think that he might have taken the Babanya. You know that, right? Because he used to hang out with. When he first came up, he was real skinny. When he was with the Yankees, he was known to like unbutton the first 2 button. Remember, he would run around and he looked like a football player.
He was bigger on the Yankees than he was on Oakland. He was
way bigger. And he used to train in Gold's Gym every day, and he hung out with like Kay Baxter and all them, and they were all drug dealers. So you know what I mean?
Yes,
like Babanya dealers. You know.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Who? What's up, Seattle?
Hey.
I thought you'd be on an hour later. I just got into bed, checking my feed one last time.
There you go.
Your penis? I always check. What's up, Hoog? I hope you're having a great time. King Dale Clark. What's up? Hi, Greg and Joe. Hi, King Dale Clark. Thank you.
Hey, King Dale Clark. How you doing?
He's a good egg, as they say.
He's a good egg.
That was a weird. Remember, he was with the Orioles for a little bit right before he hit free agency. The Oakland traded him the ball.
Yeah.
He actually was on a baseball card as an Oriole for that one top series. And then
I remember that. And then he went. I think he even went back. I know that he went to the Angels. And did he fucking finish up his career
at Oakland? I think he did.
Oh, it was Oakland. I thought he went back to the Orioles for a little tiny bit, but maybe not. You know,
Nick. Of course, Nick would know that. What it was disco. Pittsburgh Pirate, Doc Ellis. What's up, Nick?
Holy shit, Nick.
Doc
Ellis. I remember Doc.
He threw a no-hitter. Greg, he threw a no-hitter a day game while on LSD, he admitted.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we need the Yankee and Met pitchers to start. We need the bullpens to start taking some LSD.
You gotta drop acid. Yes, I think he walked a few guys and hit a few guys, but he was saying like afterwards, like he was just like he was zoned in but wasn't zoned in.
I remember Doc Ellis. Holy shit, Nick, man, you're good, bro.
He played for a lot of teams. He was on the Yankees for a while.
Yes, he was on the Yankees. Yep. Yeah,
Doc Ellis.
He was a journeyman, as they say. He was a journeyman.
He was a very good starting pitcher. He was one of those guys that was like a 15-10 kind of guy, you know, because they pitched complete games when they were losing back then. So
you don't pitch complete games no more. No more. Nobody pitches complete games. You'd have to be pitching no hitter.
They pulled fucking Ohtani. He had 5 no-hit innings. Now, I know he's coming off an injury and all of that, but come on, a no-hitter, that's like a once in a lifetime, bro.
Dude, dude, how fucking good is that fucking guy, though? It's disgusting. You know, listen, you guys know I'm a big Yankee fan. I love Aaron Judge, but he's a pussy to me. Do you understand? He's not a captain. Getting the fucking guys, even Derek Jeter said, he needs to make a few enemies. He needs to hurt a few people's feelings. You got to get in guys' faces. Dude, what do you run? You got to run that out. But the other thing is, you know, he's got a sore elbow, so they weren't playing him for a while. You know, dude, fucking Ohtani had surgery, had Tommy John surgery, and fucking hit 50 home runs in a year. With Tommy, he couldn't throw the ball,
but he could swing. Yeah.
Dude, do you think about that? Tommy John surgery
on his lead hand because he throws righty and bats lefty.
Right. Is that fucking Joe? How is that? How did he fucking do that shit? And then meanwhile, Aaron Judge fucking missed 3 months 2 years ago because he stubbed his toe. Well, Bob Gibson. I tell everybody, there's a famous story of Bob Gibson pitching in the 60s with the Cardinals, and he caught a line drive off his shin, and he said it cracked his shin. He didn't know it. He knew it was fucked up, but he didn't know it was broken. And he pitched a complete game with a fucking and he hit it in the second inning.
Yeah,
You-
he was fucking warring.
But Aaron Judge stubbed his toe to big fucking lummox, you know. Well, my toe's got a little. Get your fucking. You're making fucking how many millions? Get your. If George Steinbrenner was alive, he would fucking flip out. I'm paying you millions of dollars. You stubbed your toe. Otani's over there with fucking Tommy John, and he's hitting 50 fucking home runs with Tommy John's. I can't throw my arms, little fuck, but I can bat, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Anyway.
I'm messaging. We have a guest coming on, so I'm just messaging.
Okay. Greg and Joe, what's your thoughts on the stigmas around? I can't see without glasses.
Men don't cry.
What is it?
Real men don't cry.
I don't remember. Men cry all the time. Mike Tyson will start telling you about, you know, the birds and the bees, and the birds really like the bees. I get emotional easily. I think real men cry more than normal. I watched the thing yesterday on Kevin Randleman, you know, the fighter. And when he died, they had what's his name was talking. And I didn't even know they were really good friends. But that maniac, what the hell's his name, Joe, that killed Jesus. And I've met him once, too. Phil Baroni, right? So Phil Baroni was on there, and he cried like he blubbered. He's doing in the middle of an interview. Nothing against Phil Baroni. I actually like Phil Baroni. But the thing is that, you know, don't think that real men don't cry. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? The real men, I think men get emotional. I think you have to have that. That's like a valve. You know, when the engine overheats, you got to like release that. You understand?
Well, you do, yeah. I mean, obviously, guys don't want to admit that.
I think real men have a big heart, so they get emotional over things. But I don't think, like, if your girlfriend said, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, I think it's a different. I don't know. I just think, like, you know, when a man cries is different from when a pussy cries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I don't.
Uh-oh.
I got my thing on silent, and it's a spam list, but it's connected to my computer, so it rings through the computer. These fucking spams, bro, all day fucking long I get them. They can't take it. It's fucking.
Jim K, what's up? I see it. Let's see.
What's going on? Let me get some of these comments. I just sent Chris the email. He didn't get the first. I had to resend it. It was obviously not a lot of videos popped up. I went into a rabbit hole. Didn't know Osama was in love with Whitney Houston and planned. I never heard that. Osama bin Laden kidnapped Whitney Houston. They found out about it from hard drive. I never heard that.
I never heard that either. That's a new one on me.
And do you think there was foreknowledge? I believe 100% Osama is doing, but that doesn't mean it couldn't have been foreknowledge. There was some sketch. I think that they knew something was going on. There was some talk, but not enough where they would have been able to actually grab these guys prior to that. And what kind of things could they put in place at the 11th hour? I don't know. You can more quarterback that part of it. I don't think the government Bush 11.
Please, with
I can't do it. I can't. I have friends that argue about it, and I'm like, I'm good, bro. Let's talk about the fucking.
Dude, I have friends too.
Science, you know,
same shit. Go to that website, Loose Change, and you'll see. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You really believe that George Bush said, "Hey, listen, let's blow up the towers"? Do you know how hard it is to demolition a fucking building? Do you have any idea how many people it would take to demolition those two towers?
I know so. I was a Navy SEAL. Thermite.
Yeah, I know. Someone told me that they. Dude, you don't know fucking. Listen. They have no fucking clue. That shit's all. I'm tired of fucking. Even with the Charlie Kirk, did you know that back in August they were talking about him being assassinated? Like they knew, like, you know, get out of here with that. Please stop that shit. They turn everything. Everything's a conspiracy.
This was a nut who did it. At first, I thought it might have been a little more deep and involved, but the more I learned about what happened, the more I realized that. All right, I got Chris. I got Chris in the backstage area.
Bring him on. Bring him on. Bring him on.
Let me just go through a couple of these things because I don't want to sit up there too long. Any surprise what we found in my Kirk's Assassin, the gay furry obsessed with transition where he makes Big Lenny look like Newt Gingrich. Holy shit. Sammy,
Newt Gingrich.
Oh, that's the line of the day.
That dude, they keep saying tranny. That dude's no tranny. Did you ever see what the fucking guy?
Other
It's
guy,
a straight up. The guy looks like him. The guy looked just like him. Looks
bit.
exactly like him. Short hair.
Who he looks like?
Who?
Steve Nash, the NBA and ex-NBA player and coach.
Yeah, but I don't follow that stuff. He looks gay. He looks like a gay dude. It's just nothing.
And the boyfriend was a little more, I think, up the. Good afternoon, Jim K. Good afternoon to you too.
What's up, Jim?
Robinson dude had a T girl. Well, it was a T.
That was no T girl, dude. All this shit today. None of those people on the left are fucking. You got to be kidding me. That's like same thing with drag queens. They're not trannies. They're not even close.
Rate cuts. Sharab, what's up, buddy? Thank you for watching. Powell lowered the APR. All right, that's good. Real men should be out themselves, not be fake. If you want to cry, but then don't just fake. Yeah, listen, I don't have a problem. I'm not like that for the most part, but you know, I don't look.
I can.
Guy that does. When Greg cries, he gets a bloody nose. Megan, thank you, Megan. Megan,
yeah, thank you, Megan. You should be working today.
Yeah, real men with big hearts tend to cry more because they're holding it all together. Yeah, Chris, I'm going to be with you in 1 second, buddy. I just want to go through some comments. Maybe more of a silly question. Many men claim they don't feel any fear, which I find ridiculous. Everybody fears. Come on.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Now, you might have a soldier to go, when I'm on the battlefield, I'm so focused or something. And I'm not a soldier. I wasn't on the battlefield, so I'll take his word for it.
No, but wait a minute.
When every guy is scared shit on the battlefield, that sounds more realistic to me.
Joe, the old expression, the difference between a hero and a coward, they're both scared, but the hero still goes and fights where the coward runs away.
Yeah, one's going, one's coming the other way.
Let me take a pee before we bring on this kid so we can talk. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's early for a piss, but I'm ready.
Drag cream. Oh, Jesus. No, we don't want that. Oh, Greg feared me. That's why he stayed in the car. Tito Ortiz. Holy Toledo. Tito Ortiz. In this issue, the current issue of Muscle Sport, new issue will be on the way very soon for you subscribers out there. New issue on the way. Greg, why do you think the janitor broke the bad news to Jimmy? Oh, I didn't stop. Must have been yesterday's RX show. I didn't watch it, so I don't know what happened, but we'll ask Greg when he comes back.
I know that story.
The janitor broke the bad news to Jimmy the Bull.
He told me that story a while ago. He's funny, Jimmy.
Did this have to do with the cleaning lady moving his shit around?
Yeah, he's funny. He's fucking nuts. Dude, get into the fucking flat earth with him. Forget about it. He don't play around with that shit. I
remember when we had the first one. Hey, there's Keith Allen New World. What's up? You forgot your piss bottle. Greg taking Candace. How are you, Candace? Thank you for watching again. Greg taking the piss 20 minutes is a new record.
I know, 20 minutes. You know what it is? I take Jardiance and metformin, and I drink a lot of fluid. So the combination, because Jardiance, they tell you, be ready, because when I first start taking it, you pee every 10 minutes. And you know what it is? It's that urgent pee, Joe. You know what I mean? Like you're fine. Like, you know, if you've been driving on the road and you're like, I'm holding this shit out, I'm going to piss my pants. And when you finally get out, it's almost euphoric. Like, oh, fuck. I get the euphoric piss. You know, I told my doctor, I said, should I be, you know, Dr. Hottie, I sent you the picture of her. And I said, should I be fucking, you know, should I be like, should it feel like that? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. As long as worry when you're not pissing. That's what she told me. So I can't help it. I take medicine that makes me pee plus a mold.
Yep. Yeah, I feel you. I hear you and feel you on that. Right now, we're going to welcome Mr. Chris Alisea.
Okay, Chris.
And there
What's up?
Hey, Chris, what do you got going on over there?
You know, I'm gearing up for the Olympia, a couple weeks away. So,
are you?
Know, getting on stage? Totally just kidding. But brand's getting there. We got some meetings. Yeah, right. Big meetings. We're heading in a really great direction. So I'm excited to come on the show, talk to you guys, and at this point, sponsor the show. I'm happy to do that.
I appreciate that. You know, Lucia talks to Tony Huge all the time. Now I feel like I'm looking in a window, Joe. What the hell happened here?
Yeah, you know what it is? I got the frame.
Can you pull it back? I know there's a way to pull it back and fuck around. I feel like I'm like peeping Tom on Chris over here. So Lucia talks to
and then we lose the enhanced stuff on it. These guys are sponsoring, so I want to give them their full plethora of advertisement.
Well, they got a good picture. They got a good picture of Chris, and they got a good shot of our noses, Joe.
Oh, yeah. Well, our noses.
Listen. The good looks are shown right now. You know.
Yes, you guys. You're the good looking guy. We're the fucking old guineas. But
how long you been with Enhanced now?
So just the start of this year. As you guys know, I was with VMI for a while. It was a great ride and love the company, great products, and moved on to bigger, better things at this point. I'm excited for this brand, excited for myself and this career path. And ultimately, we're trying to make an imprint in this industry. The brand's been around for a while. So at this point, I think it's our coming out party this year between the supplements and the protein snacks. It's going to be a huge next 6 months.
Happy. These are
it's great, dude. They're awesome, especially in the refrigerator. Keep them cold. I like them cold. Now listen,
the stuff's great. The food, I love food.
And listen, pro tip for you guys: with the waffles, throw them in the microwave 5 to 8 seconds.
Yeah, but you know, I like it cold, so I go the opposite way. I'll put them in the freezer. I'll like it. Listen, my girlfriend was texting Tony. It's because she talks to Tony Hughes all the time.
That's awesome.
She's like a text message freak. She's nuts. I told Tony, you're gonna regret getting her fucking number because she don't stop, and she'll text you at like 2 a.m. But anyway, so he was all excited. He goes, "Yay!" He's like saying, when he saw that, she sent that you sent this stuff, because even when I was sick with the gallbladder, like he would send me stuff. I still have stuff here that he sent. Oh, there you go, Joe.
Well, I took it off just so we can, but I got.
Yeah, I think they'll understand. Whoever
yeah.
But
live with StreamYard on my head, but that's all right. What am I?
But Tony Hughes was happy to hear that we got the shit, because he sends me stuff. He one time sent me a lot of shit. There was like, you don't want to always get all that stuff in the mail, if you know what I mean. And I was like, I even did a video about it, but it was so great. He's such a good guy, and he's a fucking genius, man.
Oh, he is. He is. You know what? And that's something a lot of people say, they don't know much about Tony. They only see behind the scenes. They only see social media. Tony's a good guy. And you know what? There's a lot of players behind the scenes of the company that, everyone just sees Tony huge.
Right.
There's so many different avenues to our company that make up such a solid team where we're headed right now. It's just a great fine-tuned engine, I guess you could say at this point.
Do you know that I love, that is one thing you guys got to see. I'm a fucking simple guy. Like everybody else is like, yeah, whey protein, blah, 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 blah. But for me, and everybody should take this. You have no fucking clue. Organ health. And all you guys that are taking the fucking babanya, right? You don't understand. Half the reason why people have problems is because they don't take care of their liver, their kidneys, and this is what this does. You have no idea. There's a lot of good shit in here. And I take organ health stuff all the time. I've been preaching. But as soon as I got this, I was like, holy fuck, I'm going to be taking this shit.
Yeah.
Agreed. No matter if you're enhanced or not, pun intended, at this point, everyone needs to be taking care of the insides. It's inside is what matters.
100%.
Everyone wants to look like, Nick Walker. Everyone wants to look like the next big thing, right? But then what happens to the insides? That's always been my biggest thing, regardless of whatever anyone takes.
Well, you know what it is, Chris, and you fucking guys out there don't understand. Okay, you eat a lot of protein, and protein is very hard on the system. Like Dave Palumbo always tells you, if you got kidney problems, remember, what's his name, Boston Lloyd and all those guys, God rest his soul, used to have to cut back on the protein because of the kidneys. Do you understand? Yeah. So you need shit like this. I'm telling you, organ health. Because everybody, you jerk off to the maximum pump and maximum stim and all the other shit, and that's great stuff. And protein powder, that's great stuff. But this right here is gold. Most companies don't have organ health. So I'm not trying. Listen, you guys don't have to buy shit, okay? But I'm not here pumping it. I'm telling you that shit like this means a lot because I'm fucking old. And the babanya, I took a lot of the babanya. You know what I mean? I took a lot. 6,000 milligrams a week of testosterone. Well, that's just that. Wait, that's just the fucking out of the bottle. I mean, that don't count the sustenance and the fucking.
All the other good stuff. I got it. Oh my lord.
You know what I mean? So I was probably up around fucking 8,000 fucking milligrams of test, and shit like that. you know.
They didn't have stuff like that back then
No,
either.
they didn't. You didn't think about
No.
it. Dude,
Like that.
when I got arrested, I was in jail. I was pissing brown. You know what I mean? I was,
Oh shit!
maybe this fucking arrest was a good thing, you know, because I was fucking.
Things happen for a reason in life.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
But that's
enhancedlabs.com is the name of the site. Chris, you said that you're going to be at the Olympia. You got meetings with a bunch of people and stuff over there. So heading into the last quarter, which we're already in now, September, October, October, November, December, which we'll be in, at the Olympia, I meant. In that last quarter and in the new year, what should we expect from Enhanced Labs? I know you and I were talking in the gym, and you said you have maybe some changes with the labeling and the colors and stuff like that, because you have a lot of black stuff like this. So what do you foresee coming down the pipe for your guys' products?
So it's interesting. So like a lot of people, 2 years ago, they saw Enhanced Labs black, red, wasn't really standing out on shelves. So now you see the labeling where we've transitioned to. Now you have the metallic shine look to it. So now on retail shelves, it does pop. So do I want to make changes? Does the brand want to make changes? Yes and no. There's always improvement. I think the biggest thing you can really expect from us over the next, I want to say 4 months, we'll call it a quarter. Flavoring is going to be the biggest thing. You look across our line, we're gonna add more flavors to the products. 2 of them that I've been sampling out over the last week that are absolutely ridiculous. The flavoring is something that I'm very privy to. If it doesn't taste good, I will send it back over and over and over again. That's something I was taught in this industry. If you don't have a product that tastes good, forget about it. Functional. If it doesn't taste good, they're not going to take it again. So you have to find that balance of, how much beetroot do you need in a product? Because beetroot, I think, is one of the most important ingredients in any pump product.
nitrous oxide, absolutely, bro.
100%. Between that and citrulline, everyone's looking at caffeine. Forget about that. You can get a pre-workout that's, $40 that has 600 milligrams of caffeine. Great. Does it have everything else to counteract the fact that it's going to constrict everything? Probably
and make
not.
you shit your brains out.
That too.
Dude, any of you guys got fucking problems fucking going to the bathroom? Go take a lot of caffeine. You'll be shitting like a monster.
Yeah.
If I did that, forget about it. You'd have to strap a toilet to my ass because I should have.
But that's the thing, we look at our brand and we're focused on quality. We're not going to be the most affordable supplement brand out there. Totally agree. If you know supplements, if you know ingredients, you're reaching for our brand.
Absolutely.
The way I look at it, we're still that hardcore brand. We're never going away from that. But I always like to say we're the hardcore NutriBio, hardcore First Form, because if you look at our products, we could stand side by side with them, panel to panel, and more than likely, we're going to have the same ingredients, if not more. Some people say more is better. Some people don't say that. Me, I want a kitchen sink in a supplement. The pump product has over 10 patented ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-workout, the same exact thing. So when you focus on that stuff, it really matters. The problem with retail nowadays, and this is the issue across the industry, if you're not the hot social media brand, no one's really reaching for your stuff. Which at this point, there's like 5 brands out there that everyone knows, loves, and you say it and like, oh, I have that product. Fine. The education of the industry has gone down way hill. And at this point, how do we change that? And that's something that I think I want to focus on over the next quarter. So I talked about flavoring. I talked about education. You're going to see educational videos coming out from the brand telling people really what a product is, what the ingredients are, because no one knows. It's crazy. And you know what? I didn't grow up in this industry. I fell into this industry because I was almost 400 pounds and pre-diabetic. Wow. Yeah. So like,
holy shit.
I fell in love with this industry organically because I was going to die. I had to learn about supplements. I had to learn about eating right. So I'm not here to get rich. I'm here to help people and save people because I've been at certain points. Joe, me and you walk around ProFit, we know there's certain people there that really need the help. And ultimately, those are the people I want to always walk up to and be like, hey, how can I help you guys? What can I do? And I always drop, what can I do? Like with the supplements. Hey, do you guys take supplements? No. Oh, Lord, that's the first conversation I have with them. Why not?
You got something that I think you got, if you guys keep like developing more, the foods, I think that that's huge. Okay. Because especially for people who are overweight and that needs like a food that can't just sit and eat. Like a lot of people can't do the skinless chicken, rice, you know, like we've all done. But, you know, you start coming out with these foods, you know, the waffles, the pancakes, you know what I'm saying? People don't realize you start.
There's more coming.
Foods. And you get the bars, you know what I mean? Maybe some good bars. And Tony Huge is a fucking scientist. You know, Trevor, his boy, is a scientist. Those guys are fucking geniuses. Listen, I've had my boy Joe Schwartz, who used to work for Rich Piana there. He would give me that Love It, Kill It. And that shit was like any other fucking. It just because Rich Piana promoted it, everybody thinks they were getting some sort of scientific fucking. It wasn't. It was no different than Walmart brand. Fucking. It's no different.
And unfortunately, that's what I think is missing. You know, you have these hardcore brands like Blackstone Labs, like 5%, like us, Condemned Labs, that put really great products together from a formula standpoint. The marketing across the board is very similar. It's a little edgy. It doesn't always translate to the mass, which is fine. But then you're getting these other companies that are selling underdosed product just because of their marketing. So then that's what I'm competing up against. That's what the hardcore brands are competing up against. Because when you look at an SFP, more than likely, we're going to, you know, beat that dosage-wise, ingredient-wise. You know, flavor-wise, probably not, because at the end of the day, when you have a great product, you're putting 18, 20 grams of powder into something, and it's hard to really flavor that. It's hard to get all those things. So, and I think we do a decent job, especially with the couple flavors we have coming out across the board. These, I think, knock out of the park. I know you guys, I'm sure you guys have tried the pineapple and
pineapple's amazing.
Grape. Yeah. I think the pineapple is great. The two flavors we're working on right now, oh my Lord, blows it out of the water.
Well, I like it because it's not like overpoweringly flavored. Like I don't like when there's like almost an aftertaste. You know, some of these pre-workouts, you drink it and you're like, whoa. I mean, like, you know, I got to drink a regular drink after it. You know what I mean? Wash it. It was like, you know?
True. It's true. It's chalky. It's the biggest thing in the industry. It's chalky. It's leaving that aftertaste. Making me shit.
Make you shit.
Yeah. Chris, we got a question on the board here for you. This is a good one. Pop Top Fitness, one of our guys that watches. Thank you for coming back on, Pop Top. Question for Chris. I am a 20-year-old natural, been lifting for 6 years. Long time. If you could, for that age, if you could afford only 2 products from Enhanced, what 2 products would you choose? And now remember his age, and he's got some decent lifting experience, but he's still growing, and he's not. So,
all right. I mean, he's still growing at that point, natural. So we don't want to keep him along that path. But ultimately, here's the thing. If you're not already taking creatine and protein, let's just start there. And after that, we'll talk about everything else. Talk about a hydration product at that point. But start with your basis. I mean, everyone wants, you know, to get their food in. And I'm a creature of habit. I try to get my 4, 5, 6 meals in however I need to. We ultimately can't. So where does protein fall into? So whether it's an isolate, whether, you know, it's our primal protein, which is the egg and beef, I think that's a great place to start.
That's a great one.
It's huge.
That's a great one right here, man. Holy shit.
Listen, the primal, I think, is something that is just underrated in this industry, and a lot of people don't have. Like, I think, if I'm not wrong, there's 3 or 4 brands that have like an egg or beef protein at this point. It's such a great product. I'm getting 54 grams of collagen protein at that point. I'm cool with that. I take a collagen supplement every single day. I have stopped doing that, and I have swapped it in for a primal, and it's great. And I want to come out with more flavors, and maybe we are. But yeah.
If you guys could come out, I got to talk to Tony about this. Come out with like a pasta or something that, you know, somebody can cook that's like almost no carb, like almost like if you ever try the one, there's one, I don't know if it's Smart, whatever the fuck it's called, that I get. And dude, if you wash it off, it's that mushroom
right.
If you wash it off, a lot of them suck, but this one actually has stretches. It actually very close to pasta if you throw gravy on there.
This sounds like a $10 box, real quick.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? It's not even it's a bag, but I think it's called Smart Pasta or something like that. Whatever. But what I'm saying is, you guys, it's not rich in protein though. But if you guys can develop a pasta shit like that, or like a risotto or something that people could fucking eat, I think the foods are huge.
You're just leaning into the Italian side right now. Give me pasta. Give me pasta. Oh, right. Everyone saw the protein pasta sauce they have now?
No, I'm a little scared when it comes to sauce. You can't fuck around with that. You know what I mean? Throw a couple tablespoons of gravy on there. You know what I'm saying? Like regular, and you're fine. It's not nobody's getting fat because they're having too much gravy on their pasta. But the pasta is the key. If you can make a good one like that, because I know that Tony's mind can come up with shit, too. I know he's got other guys there, but Tony's my guy. I'm friends with Tony.
Listen, the whole company is just innovating every single day. The messages that I see go back and forth, just because, we have a U.S. side and then we have people overseas as well. So it's like, we're all communicating on different time zones, which is a unique thing as well, because you get different cultures, different people involved, and it's cool.
Yeah.
So ultimately, everyone's spitballing different ideas, and it's so interesting being able to work with people all over the world and learning why they think the way they do compared to us over here. And like we're wired totally differently and probably batshit crazy, but that's a whole nother conversation.
But the reason why I say that, Chris, is because think about like your next door neighbor or somebody, some woman or something. I'm not into lifting weights and all that shit. And I don't want, I'm so scared of all these different supplements. I'm not a bodybuilder, but everybody, they'll go to the store and buy like a Quest bar. They'll go to the store, buy the Atkins bars or the protein power, whatever the fuck they're called, Premier Protein. That's what I'm saying. When you go more towards the foods, I mean, you could give this to a fat chick, you know what I'm saying? And she doesn't have to be this is not for bodybuilders, for people that want to get in shape, get fit. You don't have to sit there and eat, I'm eating, like fucking broccoli, fucking, anus, So I think like if you go more, the foods bring other like people from outside of everybody sees supplements and they think, well, that's for bodybuilders shit. Right. Am I gonna get fucking, no, I don't want to get too big. Taking Slim, you're not getting bit. What are you fucking, you know what I mean? But people think that because it's bodybuilding enhanced. Oh my God. But when you get the foods, I think the foods are a really good thing,
Listen, and combine the pasta with the Slim product. Now we're talking, right?
Now you're really talking.
Every carb product needs a Slim product. That's what we're doing.
If you guys that don't know, this is like
another question for you here.
That's the number one
sugar killer, man.
It's the number one GDA in the market for 10 years.
Yeah, he sent me that a long time ago. He sent me the first version of this.
This is my favorite question.
Annie Barker, is creatine safe for ladies?
So,
right? I mean, some girls, kind of along the lines of what Gregg was just saying. Some people may look at something, it's only for like.
That's it. They get scared. They think, oh my God, but you're a human being. You have creatine in it too. You know what I'm saying?
And every single female that I think that isn't into sports nutrition, bodybuilding, specifically really bodybuilding, they get scared of creatine. You mention creatine to them, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh my God, the demon!" And it's crazy because that's the number one supplement that you need to take. Number one studied in supplements, and Annie, you should be taking creatine every single day, 5 grams. Personally, like I've gone up to 10 grams at this point, just because I've noticed some benefits from recovery aspects of it. But Annie, you're going to have more energy in the gym. I would take it with a pre-workout, whether it's a non-stim or a stim. With the combination of that, you will feel stronger in the gym. You're going to get more done, more endurance. And ultimately, you're not going to feel as sore after. You're going to feel like you're recovering a hell of a lot better.
It's a little bit of a brain booster, too, not for nothing. You know that.
It's true.
Longevity people now are taking 20 plus.
Roy McIlroy, 20 grams. I'm like, 170 pounds. What are you doing?
Dude, not for nothing. But if I have trouble taking a 5 gram minimum because there better be a bathroom near close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, a lot of people do not do well with it.
Paul, one of our buddies, Paul Till. What's up, Paul? A protein animal. We right up Gregg's alley.
Be right up Gregg's alley.
That's what he calls it.
No, but if Megan, who's on here, I know who that is. But if you should know, I would need you're the one who coined the creatine blast. You know.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know what though, the brand, like you said, like we're talking about functional foods before and pasta. That's the 6 month outlook right now. I'll give you 6 months right now, because ultimately, as a brand and something I've learned in this industry, you can't be thinking about tomorrow. You can't be thinking about 3 months. You're not thinking about 6 months and how you can improve processes and products. You're going to fail as a brand. That's why there's so many brands over the years that just flash in the pan and they're gone. So, functional foods is something we're really leaning hard into.
Oh, yeah.
So you have the pancakes, you have the waffles. There's a couple more items, possibly like a bar, possibly some more chip items or things like that. It's really going to be special, and hopefully you see them in every single gym chain, grocery chain very shortly.
But you know what's good, Chris? Also, again, here's another protein pancake, another one. But what I'm saying is that this is something like if you got a fat bastard kid who sits around all day, right? And he's getting fat. You don't want to go play sports. Maybe he's starting to fucking think like, he hates the president and all that shit. No joke. Forget it. But anyway, maybe you're noticing he's wearing lipstick and shit. Like, boo, 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 boo. You say, listen, you fat fuck. Okay? You're going to get, you give this to a kid. Like, in other words, like that's what I'm saying. When you get into the foods, even parents who are worried about the kids eating junk, they'll eat this and they think they're eating junk, but they're not. You understand what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
It's good. It's a sugar. It's a treat. You can have that as a breakfast instead of, the little fat bastard eating fucking Fruit Loops or something,
Just like you said, a breakfast. And that's the whole thing. Like there'll be some mornings, and I know I shouldn't, but there'll be some mornings on the way to the gym, I'll pound back an enhanced pancake and whatnot. I try not to eat our food, even though I love it and it tastes great. Can't help it. That's, what am I supposed to do? So ultimately, the partnership that we had with Hummus Fit was something that really helped our brand launch, another avenue of our brand, Smarter Snacks, which is another brand that we own. That's our protein snack brand that we really lean hard into, right? We have protein puffs on that, protein pancakes.
Right.
It's a very similar brand. So that right there has really helped gain a little bit of traction, because now it's like, hey, we have the protein snack brand, we have protein snack waffles and enhanced, and it kind of bridges all three things together, all the way to the supplements.
Right.
And ultimately, we got into Edge Fitness, which was a very, very great gym chain that they're close to 48 clubs, I think, at this point in the Northeast, all the way through Ohio. They're a great chain. So they took in Smarter Snacks, but they also took in enhanced waffles too. They believe in the brand. So we're going to be expanding our partnership with them as we come out with new flavors of the waffle, hence. On top of that, the powders, and we have distributor partners too that we lean into to help us expand and
the
really
protein waffle right here. He's talking about, guys, protein waffle.
So good, so good. That's my favorite flavor.
Double chocolate.
Yeah, I like the vanilla. Ice cold is really good.
I'm a vanilla guy too.
Me
but
too.
The thing is that the food tastes good. Like he's saying, to try to get somebody who's not gonna be.
That's what I'm saying. You got a fat kid. He's sitting around. You can't get him to fucking stop fucking putting the wig and the lipstick on. Boo, boo, boo,
and it doesn't taste like a protein snack. That's the number one thing.
Doesn't have that powdery.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. Yeah, nobody wants to
recognize that. When they first started making those things, now I guess technology got better or whatever, ingredients got better. But when they first started making some of these edible things, they were okay, but you always knew what you were eating wasn't.
It was chalk.
Joe.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know, Joe. Did you train? So you're a lot younger than me. Did you train in the '80s? Were you around in the '80s or no? Did you go to gyms?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started.
Okay, because
in 81 or whatever.
Well, if you remember, like in '80s. Nature's Best came out with like a pre-digested protein, and it was and when you turned and drank that shit, it was like liquid aspirins, and people were like, bleh! But it was legitimate. It tastes like shit, and like liquid aspirins. Yeah. But we drank it anyway because it was liquid protein. It came in like a shampoo bottle, and then American Bodybuilders and Universal came out with the nice ones, and they tasted like Kool-Aid, and that's because they were Kool-Aid. They found out there was zero protein in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to get a gut ache from drinking them because the sugar did something to me. Like I felt my pancreas going, you know. And
chewable aminos from Weeder.
To what?
Chewable aminos.
Yeah, chewable aminos. Dude,
total chalk.
I gotta tell you guys something. I chew all my fucking like if I took one of them, even capsules, I just bite it so it gets to get like so when I drink, it like permeates the fucking.
No, you do that now?
Yes, I bite everything.
Oh my god!
Wait, check this. Let me tell you what, Chris. Wait, let me tell you why. Listen, I take the capsule like
you're
here.
sick.
Watch. Here's a fucking.
He doesn't want to lose it when it gets bypassed through the liver. You lose it.
Stop.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you what.
True,
Look,
you're right, but still.
This knack is also in the organ thing. They got knack. Okay. So now, I take. Is that the organ one? Okay, make sure. Now watch. I'll take this.
Yeah.
And because I don't want, if I take it like this and just take it full, I'll burp and all of a sudden powder comes up. Do you ever have that happen?
Yeah, it happens.
Okay. So now I'll take this. Look,
I can't. Savage.
I'll open it, right? Wait,
Johnson drinks it with the fucking seltzer there.
With the seltzer, let me not burp it up. What? Oh my god.
That's an oxymoron. No, but the water, like it permeates, it gets
that. Yeah.
Because powder, like if you took powder and you put it on top of a glass of water, it just sits there.
Yeah.
So when you get it and it sits in the top of your stomach, it melts out thing. But so then I burp and powder comes in. But wait, when aminos first came out, they had Unipro, right? And they were like fucking like big vitamins. They were like this big. And I would take them and I would shit. And I'd look in the fucking toilet and it would look like fucking, it looked like corn on the cob. The pills never got, my fucking aminos never got digested. So you know what I did? I started biting them and I chew them. So now any pills I take, I chew. And any capsules, I do that.
More power to you. Yeah, I can't do that.
I think Columbo chews a lot of his pills too.
There's a science behind it.
I get the science. Yeah, I'll lose a percentage of whatever is not being digested. It's okay. I'll take more of it, right?
Yeah, but it was because they were hard. Like you ever, like has some multivitamins, like little stones.
Yeah,
you're like, how the fuck my body, right?
Those pills, yes, they were like oval shaped.
Unipro first came out with the amino acids, like 81. And when you took those things, they were like little multivitamins. They were like stones. You drop the fucking thing and it didn't even crack it. You know what I mean? And I'm over there breaking my teeth,
Animal pack they had.
Because I shit. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I eat corn? Oh, that's not corn. That's amino acids. So
that sucks because you're losing the whole thing.
But I chew all my pills and I open my capsules.
Now you fucking winning that.
Good
game.
for you.
You're using that one.
No, I'm an idiot.
Things were big, man.
I'm a fucking Momo. You know what I mean? Because now it tastes like shit. I feel like I just licked a baby's ass, Or you ever look at girl's asshole? It's like a copper penny and shit like that, You put a penny in your mouth. And when people say to me, well, what does an asshole taste like? I say, take a penny, put it in your mouth, suck on it for a second, take it out. That's what an asshole tastes like.
Ginny Sacramone would have definitely benefited in these products. I heard she had a 90-pound mole removed from her ass. Of course, Sammy Davis with a great Sopranos reference there.
Oh shit! But
he gets the fucker next. Let's go.
No, but I think I do love these products. I'll give you two more you should get, which I know Tony would probably figure it out. Is a nice one for sleep, and because like bodybuilders always can't sleep, especially when you're dieting, and a boner pill. But I don't know if anybody can beat Goliath. That's pretty.
You're funny. But so I'm glad you brought up the whole sleep thing. So it's something we actually went away from.
Oh, you did?
We do have a sleep product. It's called Deep Sleep. It's simple as that. Loaded. The problem is CBD, CBN. A lot of states at this point and a lot of supplement stores, they don't want to carry a product like that because the regulation and all the BS. Even though everyone's carrying whatever they're carrying underneath their counters. The problem is distribution. So with distribution, you want to mass everywhere. At that point, if you don't have your distributor on board, it's me picking up the phone with the rest of our sales team. Hey guys, can you take in this product? There's thousands of supplement stores. We could do it.
Let me tell you why. Let me explain to you guys why they don't want to sell their sleep products. Very simple. Because it works. You know why?
That too.
You have legitimate ingredients. And it's not the same. Well, this is rich in melatonin.
It's true.
You understand?
There's melatonin and everything.
The reason why is because those ingredients are considered sketchy to like, you know, the whatever, the FDA, whatever the fuck it is, right? So, but that means because it works. Anything that works, they'd like to fucking pull off the market.
Unfortunately.
If it's got CBD and other bullshit like that in there, it works. But you're sitting there taking melatonin. I could take 30 of those things and be like this.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
melatonin
Like, it
does nothing to me.
for me. Or I'm running into bed with fucking like a restless leg syndrome and shit.
Oh, I got restless leg, bro. My wife can't stand it. I just fucking, I don't even have. I have no idea. She tells me in the morning.
You're flipping her.
Sleeping. I don't know. You know?
Well, I got to tell you something. I slept in a hotel with Joe, and he's got some snoring.
Yeah, that is.
Unfortunately, I snore too. Yeah, I feel bad for anyone on a plane to the Olympia.
Joe might have to be.
You didn't hear me snoring from the back row. Me and Lenny were there.
No, that's funny.
Oh man, yeah, snoring is. Yeah, I'm a snorer. It is what it is.
That's okay. It's the big Guinea nose.
I don't get. We all have.
Snore, but I run into bed. I know that.
Oh yeah, I snore. Everyone hates it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky. My fucking girlfriend could sleep through a nuclear war. You know what I mean? You could be like.
I used to be like that.
You know, not me.
Doesn't complain.
Not me. If somebody dropped a BB on the floor, I'd be like, what? You know what I mean? Like I can't. I'm a very light sleeper.
Really?
We sleep with a 6-foot pillow between us. Because if you touch me by accident, I'll fucking throw you across the room. I get like psycho. I don't know I'm doing it, but for a split second, for like a second, I'm blacked out. I don't know what I'm doing, but I get startled really easy. Like I'm in a grocery store, and it just happened the other day. I'm pushing a wagon, and I'm looking at something like this, you know, on the fucking shelf, and a lady's trying to get by, and she goes, "Excuse me," like that in my ear, and I go, "Ah, fuck it!" I put my fucking fist up, and she's like, you know, she thinks I'm
gave her a heart attack.
Yeah, and you know, she sees me, I'm all jacked in this fucking, I got my fists up, and she's like, "You're gonna hit me," and I said, "No, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
That's terrible.
But she, what she did was, I didn't know she was there, and she whispered in my ear, said, "Excuse me," like that, you know, with her wagon. And when you did that, I thought it was like a demon or something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my lord.
You know, so I get startled really fucking easy. My mother was like that. My mother was a lefty. She'd fucking hit you with a left hook, you know.
Dangerous over there. You gotta watch out for you.
Yeah, no, but for a split second, I don't know. Like when I'm sleeping, you know, people are like, "Wait a minute, you sleep with a 6-foot pillow between you and your girlfriend?" Yeah, I mean, we fuck. You know, we have sex every day. But the thing is that because she's a pig. But like her mother, you know, they were spitting out kids when they were 13. But her sister's got a fucking daughter. That's like, her sister was like 28, 29. Her daughter was already in high school.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you think I'm kidding you? I'm not kidding you. They're all like, you know, but it's like they're 13, 14. They're all spitting out. Her mother, forget about it. She's a nice guy. But she would fit right in, bro. She looks just like those fat fucking goatee and shit like that, you know.
Oh my lord.
Fucking, you know, thinking that she's sexy with a belly button. I took 350 pounds. You should not have a belly button showing on that shirt. But anyway, you know, she showed me her calves. I said, well, "Look at the fucking size." She's like, "Look at my calves," and I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" I said, "You got to have fucking giant calves to hold up that upper body." I mean, you're 4'11". You're fucking 4'11", 350 pounds.
Oh my lord!
But anyway, you know, so I get startled really easy. You know, so I get, you know, you don't touch me when I'm sleeping. My girlfriend, you could smack her, she'd be like, "What?" You know.
If I listen, I'm gonna look in the garage. If I have a couple tubs of it, I'll make sure to send you guys both out some so you guys can try it because it's.
Oh, I love anything sleep.
It knocks you out, man.
Well, yeah.
I'm hyper, bro. As you can tell, I'm nuts. Like I'm hyper. Yeah. I'm hyper natural. People like
I have trouble falling asleep some nights too. You know, some nights, right? But many nights I'm watching TV and it's like it's 3 p.m. and it's, you know, it's
Joe,
really 1:30 in the morning. It feels like
if I watch TV, right, and if I happen to nod off, right, for literally a minute and a half, 2 minutes, that almost like refreshes me, and I can't sleep for the rest of the night. So I have to like
I'm the same way. I'll fall asleep on the couch every night for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'll wake up and I'm like, good for 4 hours.
Yeah,
that's it.
Going on? Terrible.
He goes to sleep like at 5 a.m.
I can't. Yes.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But then I'm up only 2-3. I can't sleep. I'm fucking nuts.
See, I drink too much caffeine. That's why I don't sleep. But
I mean, I drink a little bit of caffeine, but I had sips. I have a Bang in a bottle over here, right? It's actually a cotton candy fucking. I'll show you this one. I get it from Dollar Tree, bro. It's a fucking. I love Dollar Tree. You know.
Yeah, because it's basically expired at this point.
No,
$1.25 tree now.
no, the Dollar
$1.25.
Dollar's gonna be it's gonna be a dollar. I get the big game, right? This is
Like, okay, yeah, the bucked up. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
good flavor, cotton candy, ice cold.
Wow.
I put one of these because, you know, I'm always knocking the cans over. I don't drink it from the can. I drink it from a bottle, and it, you know, so I can put the cap on it. You know, but I take a sip, you know, a little sip, like that's it, and then I'm good. You know what I mean? If I drank this,
more power to you. More power to you. I'm finishing this and I'm grabbing another one.
I'll put you. See, I couldn't do that. I would be really fucked up. I'm naturally hyper, you know.
I like my coffee. I can have a fucking pot of espresso, and it's like line another one up after it.
Really?
I've never drank coffee.
I love coffee.
Joe, you know I've never drank coffee.
Never had a coffee nor a tea in his life.
I've never drank coffee, tea. I've never drank a beer. Never. No.
So you bodybuilded and everything, and like you didn't.
No,
really.
I grew up idolizing my father, right?
Okay.
And my father used to he made Italian wine with his father, and my father never tasted the wine that he made. He didn't drink at all, you know. And
that's self-control.
I just never drank, you know. Plus, when I was 18 years old, I worked in a strip club, right? And I went to high school during the day. I brought a stripper to my senior prom.
Nice.
Dave Palumbo found her and had her all lined up for the show. And the last minute, she told him she was backstage, and she's like,
your life. It was going to be like one of those. Do you recognize this voice? Greg?
That's what they did. They were going to ambush me with her, and I was like, holy fuck. But anyway, so I haven't seen her in fucking ages. But anyway, right? What the fuck was I going to say? Anyway, like you see, like your stem, like your this. I'll put club soda in this bottle, right? And then I'll take like a half of a scoop, and I'll put it in there, fill up this whole thing, and I'll shake it, and then I could drink it, and like that when I go to the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't use the whole.
No, because I'm nuts.
But stuff. Yeah, he uses.
Yeah. You're enhanced though, you know.
Well, I know what I was gonna say. The reason why I went at the whole strip club thing was because I used to be up there, and I would see the hottest chicks being all drunk. They talk in your ear with their nose in your fucking ear, and they'd be like, you know, barfing, and their breath stunk like somebody, you know, you mix wine and beer in the gut, and it fucking reek. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh. I remember this chick. We used to have a place where they would all stay, right? They called it the Animal House, and they would stay there. And this chick brought a little dog, you know, a stripper, and she had a little dog in there, and the dog shit on the newspaper. And this other fucking chick who was Spanish was all drunk. She was hot as hell. She's drunk. She's walking on. She stepped on the shit, and the fucking paper was stuck to the bottom of her foot. And she was walking around the place. Oh my God, you know, where's Lisa? And I'm like, you know that shit on your foot, right? Your foot is stuck to that newspaper. And that shit. She stepped in the shit, and the newspaper was stuck to the bottom of her foot, and she's walking around.
Never wanted to be out of control.
That's what I used to say. I saw Joe. I saw a guy who won the Golden Gloves, right, from over here, right? And I saw him knocked out in the fucking parking lot like this. And you know what? He used to get in fights, and he would never throw a punch. He'd go, just the guys would be scared, and they go like that, and all of a sudden go. You know what I mean? And I don't know why. I guess it's his alter ego. He hated himself or something. But I even said one time, I said, "You see that? If he was not drunk, he'd fuck it. You would have been knocked. You would have been on the ground. You know?
They wouldn't fuck with him. Yeah.
Right. And I knew right then and there, bro. And seeing people barfing and shit, you know. And I was like, dude, no way. Yeah. I'll never drink. That sealed the deal for me. You know, I never understood how people go out at night and they fucking get sick and they're hurling and shit, and then they come back the next day. Oh my God, that was crazy! I had such a good time last night. And I'm like, yeah, well, you were barfing all night, so and that was a good time. Well, I don't know. I never equated barfing with a good time.
Yeah. No. Those are usually like I've had nights where I party too hard, and you know, you get sick. It happens sometimes. I mean, doing shots, whatever. I hated those nights. I liked when I had fun and I had enough to enjoy it, you know, but not be stumbling, because then you're like, oh fuck, and your friend the next day says, oh, you were funny last night. You're like,
what did I do?
Yeah, you have no idea what the fuck you did, and you're looking, you're like, oh, I didn't, no bruises, no cuts.
It was your friend,
you know.
Your friends liked you better when you were barfing, because they were like, dude, when we were at Emily's house, you were over there throwing up in her plant, or you had her mother's fucking big fucking porcelain thing and you puked inside and she didn't know.
I did
You were
throw
like,
up
holy fuck, did I do
somebody's
that?
planter one time. I was in high school. That reminded me of something when you said that. I did do that. That happens. But whatever. We learn from our mistakes over here.
That's
Nick
all you have to do.
it's Zambuca after every dinner. Oh, Zambuca is beautiful. You put it in the. You can put the Zambuca in the. Come si chiama the espresso. Sickening freak. Have Charlie arms on. Put the dumbbells. You've done something else. Come on, let's go. I don't know that expression.
Well, it's not the real. It's not the. This is our Charlie Arms. It's not the real. The real Charlie Arms is like 80 years old.
Yeah. No, we have a couple of characters, Nick on Chris on the show. Nick's son of Sammy Davis. They obviously we know who he is, but there's a few people that pretend to be other people who are real life individuals.
That's great.
We go. It's funny because they say funny shit and bring up old stuff, and it just
love it.
It just, hey, what the hell? We just
actually this Charlie Arms is more. You believe me? The real Charlie Arms is way more nastier. It wouldn't be. This one, I think I like this one better.
This one's a comedian.
Yeah, this one's funny, but the real Charlie.
I know a guy from back in the day that Greg used to know from the gym.
Yeah, he's a legend, like even in the sport of bodybuilding, but like in his 70s. But he was a bad dude, bro. He was a biker. I think he knew Zito and shit. He did 20 years in prison, but he was a bad dude. Nobody.
All the guys back then did time, unfortunately.
He had 20 fucking inch arms or 22 inch arms back in like 1975.
Impressive.
In like 1975.
Yeah.
He swears he didn't take steroids. He might not have. I mean, back then steroids were like I trained 23 years natural, bro. I didn't know what steroids were. In the 70s, that shit was kept quiet.
Yeah. You had to have contacts to get them.
What? No, but I'm saying nobody even knew about them because do you ever see the picture of Arnold, right? When he won like the Mr. Universes and stuff, the black and whites, he'd be standing on a podium like this, and maybe Franco's next to him or Sergio Bray, and behind him, there's like 15 other guys with the fucking like Sylvester Stallone haircut, and they're all and they look like swimmers. You ever noticed that? You're like,
yes,
dude,
yeah,
right? You ever noticed that? You're like, dude, what are these guys? Did they not realize they're going to a bodybuilding show?
Literally, just stand right next to my office desk every single day. It's right here.
There you go.
I love going through this and seeing
those old pictures of him.
That's the whole thing, like the old pictures, like you talk about that,
dude. That still inspires me than seeing these guys today.
I have to agree, especially coming from where I was being, I could have turned into a mass monster. I could have kept growing and started taking the gear and whatnot. But, I look at this and like first time I ever saw, Columbo, I instantly said, that's cool. Maybe. And then I started reading this book for the first time, probably around 15 years ago when I really started like training, like seriously. Back in like high school. I'm dating myself now, right? And just learning everything in this book and saying like, what's so, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but what's so special about the mass monsters of today, right? They lost like the symmetry. They lost everything, the aesthetics of the sport. Yeah. And that's what got me interested in bodybuilding.
Right.
I think it's amazing that you have someone that's 325 pounds, 350 pounds, shredded to the gills, and muscular as can be. Does it look the prettiest? No. But what's the sport want now? No.
Yeah, but it's not good. It's not longevity though. You throw that guy in a desert island, come back, and you'll be like, "What the fuck happened to him?" They lose everything. Did you ever see like Tom Prince before? A lot of guys,
all those guys lost everything. All the size is gone.
Right. Yeah, I'm just telling you, Paul Dillette, who was a super fucking huge in person when and you would never, if you saw him on the street now, you would never even know that he ever even lifted a weight.
He's very thin now. Yeah. Tony Freeman, too.
A lot of guys.
Most of the old school bodybuilders now are completely downsized. And
see, Chris, I don't know if you know this.
They're still alive, so I guess.
That's the whole thing. They're still alive, though. That's the thing. The guys that have shrunken down and look like normal human beings, those are the ones that are still living the dream.
Yeah, they're not.
See, Chris, I'm 65 years old.
Okay.
So I started training in like 1972. So when
I wasn't even a thought, man. Like,
Yeah, so I could, I was a teenage bodybuilder and the whole bit, you know what I mean? And I was, all through the 70s, I was already competing in AAU. Back then there was no other shit. It was the AAU, was the Mr. America, Mr. Universe, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? There was no NPC. That didn't come around till like 1984, 85. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
It was Hoffman, AAU, Bob Hoffman.
AAU, York Barbell, you know, Joe Abadenda and all these guys.
Those are the days, though. I mean, I looked through that book and the 70s, the 80s, and that's really where I have to stop. Like, no, don't get me wrong. I love Jay. I think Jay Cutler is one of the best bodybuilders of all time. And now, you know, you look at some of the newer guys, and some of the newer guys are going back towards that look of like in between the aesthetics to the mass monster that Jay ended up being. So it's very interesting where the sport is, and I would love to see the sport go back towards the 80s look. It looks like they're going. Look at Urs. I mean, he just won the last two shows, and he looks unbelievable from a classic guy to that. I mean, that's great. So I'm hoping that the IFBBs does not look at it like. I
don't see it happen. You know why?
Really?
You know why? Because social media. These guys. Social media has made like that kind of shit like explosive. Like, look at chicks, right?
Yes.
You look at Corey Everson, who was Miss Olympia. She couldn't even win a bikini show today. Am I right or wrong, Joe? Joe, when we first got it, like when the chicks first started, Gladys Portuguese, Rachel McClish, Corey Everson, those girls were good-looking fucking girls. And when you saw them in a bikini,
Kiki, what's the name? Allow me, the Swedish. What's Kiki, the one that won the second Miss Olympia?
Oh, were you talking about
the blonde girl from like Sweden or Finland or something? Ilomi.
I don't think she ever won. You're talking about
she had the headband on. Remember, she used to wear like that rope headband on the stage. I think she won the second or third. First one was Miss Olympia.
I knew all those girls. I can't remember what you saying, Kiki?
Yeah, going through his roster real quick.
Yeah, I know. Now you're jarring my memory a little bit. But But the bottom line, what I'm trying to say is, those girls look good in a bikini. They were just fit. They were actually just like really fit. You know, hard body. No, but they didn't. Today you got chicks like Russian chicks with 22-inch arms. I'll rip out your neck and shit down the fucking hole. You know, and you're like, okay. Huge. You know, giant thighs. These chicks are fucking, and it's not, the first thing, like, when you show pictures, if you took a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger, right, you cut off the head, right, and you went down Times Square and you showed people his body back in the day, right, they don't know who they're looking at. They don't know it's Arnold, but they look at that body and go, wow, he looks good. He looks good. You go show, like, a Nick Walker or something, they're like, oh, my God, that's like steroids. That's drug. Yeah. That's too much.
Yep.
That's too much. And you know what? At least, the Schwarzenegger physique is kind of athletic too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
These guys that are that jacked can't even do almost muscular without almost fainting. You see them on stage, and you're like, breathing like crazy. I mean, imagine if they had to go fucking, 10 seconds in a UFC fight where, you get killed. You can't breathe. You get gassed. Mariusz Pudzianowski, the famous powerlifter, the fucking world's strongest man, was proof of that. He went into the he started fighting MMA. First couple guys, he beat the shit out of them because they were scared. They had they were like plants, you know what I'm saying? As soon as he got in with Tim Sylvia with a dad bod, no muscle, nothing, knocked him out easy, and Mariusz Pudzianowski said, I'm going to have to lose like 75 pounds because it's just too large muscle. Massive muscle calls a lot of blood flow.
Agreed.
This is what nobody understands. I've said this a gazillion times. If I took you, right, Chris, and I cloned you, and clone number 1, I made you jack, super jack. You're like Nick Walker now. You're that big. You're big, ripped, and shredded. Clone number 2, you're let's say you're Nick Walker, like 300 fucking pounds, right? Clone number 2, you're 300 pounds, but you're just a fat slob. You never lifted weights, right? There's a good chance that clone number 2 would outlive clone number 1. You say, how could that be?
You see it all the time in the gym. All the time. You see the fat slobs. Well, I feel bad saying that because I've been there one time, but you see the fat slobs lifting, deadlifting like it's nothing, 400 pounds.
No, I didn't mean like that. This guy doesn't lift weights. Clone number 2 doesn't lift weights. Here's the thing. It's because fat has very little blood flow. That's why you can do fat suction and cut fat off somebody's body, because there's not a lot of blood flow. Muscle, massive amounts of blood flow. So the heart pumps harder. Yes, can fat get in your arteries? Yeah, it can, but the heart has to work like this when you got all that muscle. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why there's no such thing in your lifetime. Chris, how old are you?
33.
Okay, Chris, in your 33 years, I got kids older than you. In your 33 years on this planet, right? How many times have you seen an old man? And I'm not talking about my age, 65. I'm talking about some guy that's literally like in his 80s or whatever. You might see one that's ripped and muscular and built, but you're not going to see one that's really jacked because they don't live.
And fucking live that long.
And nobody understands that. You can't. No bodybuilder has never been a pro bodybuilder who was once massive and stays that way and is now older. They don't. They have to trim down because their heart. You understand? That's
unfortunately, you see someone like Ronnie, and you see ultimately where it leads someone.
Yeah,
I mean, there's other things attributing to that, but like
genetic things.
Yeah, there's other things that attribute, but still, he stayed relatively big and getting bigger as he got older.
And his bones couldn't handle it too.
But he's small now. He's small, but and yet he might still take a little bit, to help because he needs to get that back. Not the jack, but he's poor guy. He's just crippled.
Yeah, 150 a week, a little VAR,
Look at all these guys though who were once super huge. Even Jay Cutler's not like as big as he was. He's still a big
guy. Yeah,
he's still a big guy, but he's not like that.
He's soft
big. Right.
And so you look. So perfect example. You look at someone like Guy Cisternino, and I was coached by Guy for a little bit. I love Guy. I think he's an amazing human being. Forget about a bodybuilder. Amazing human being. Boy. Right? He downsized. Looks incredible. Incredible right now, but he wants to live forever. And he always talked to me about health over bodybuilding. Forget about wanting to be massive, ripped and everything. If you're not healthy and you're not above ground, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And he's the perfect example of this right here, that he was a jacked human being, shredded, big at one point, still big, but downsized, and went the health route. And he still looks incredible. So
that's what I'm talking about. You can't stay jacked, and he needs to definitely take the organ.
Yeah. He's with Applied Nutrition. I'm not even touching that over there.
Gregg introduced me to Guy in 2009 when he was still an amateur.
I know Guy forever.
Wow.
Before his pro card, so I know Guy. He knows him forever. I know him for quite a while through Gregg, and he really, when he was an amateur, right, Gregg? When he got his pro card, he was small but ripped, in great shape.
He was a middleweight, I think. He was a middleweight.
Yeah, he was light, right, body weight, because he's, not that tall.
Right.
And once he became a pro, all of a sudden he looked aesthetic but huge. He never got the fat guy.
Yeah, he looked really good. I mean,
he was huge when he was, and he won some big shows. He did. As a 212.
He looked great when he got bigger. But the thing is, he get to the point where he did what he made his bones in the sport.
And then when
he reached the pinnacle, he's placed in the Olympics, won big shows. Arnold, it's time to cash in the chips. You understand?
Correct.
Yeah.
And you don't want it. You can't stay huge forever. It's just not good on the heart.
And now he's got different business things going on.
And that's the whole thing. You look at these bodybuilders that only cared about bodybuilding, which is probably almost 90% of the industry. Yeah. And where are they today, unfortunately? A lot of them don't have much, or they're dead, or whatever, or they're still trying to be a bodybuilder, right? And then you have the 10% that have been very successful after the sport, or started during, the end of their career trying to go to the business route. And those are the guys that are still around, still involved in the sport, but on the business side, helping others and making cool shit, which I appreciate, the full circle for guys like that, because picking those guys' brains, it's cool talking to them about bodybuilding, but then talking about the business side and what makes it work for them.
Well, Guy Cisternino comes from a family of butchers. I don't know if you guys know.
Oh, yeah. With him,
he was a butcher. That fucking guy could take a cow and fucking make steaks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he knows just how to do all that shit. Guy Cisternino is a very talented guy.
He can make money on the side doing some favors.
Dude, the whole butcher thing, the archery, he can shoot anything from a mile away. It's crazy.
Dude, you kill a deer and you bring it to him and he'll cut that thing up and make steaks and fucking.
You know who else was a butcher also, Gregg?
Who's that?
Roy DeMeo. Gemini Lounge.
You make people steaks.
Yeah. Craig Velasquez. Craig's one of our regulars. I took Blue Ox
Yes.
over the summer. Now, Blue Ox, obviously, with enhanced labs. So
Yeah, I
I'm going
have
to
it
show the
over here.
bottle. And Black Ox also. Over the summer, loved it. You rarely notice a difference with testosterone boosters, but I felt this one. So happy you guys with MSM now. I'll be getting some more. Craig, thank you so much.
Thanks, Craig.
You know, Craig, I don't want to get racist here.
Personally, he's a viewer, but I respect him.
I know that. Listen, Craig, I know that you're a little bit liberal, so I don't want to get racist. So let me just show the Black Ox right here. We have Blue Ox, but we have Black Ox. Black Ox matters.
Yeah.
Black Ox matters.
Yeah, Black Ox matters. But yeah, Guy Sistanino, Dennis Wolf is another one. I interviewed him, I think, last year at the Olympia. He looks fucking dynamite. He got him. Now, Dennis, he's a big, tall, and he was big, right? He's doing, I think he's got his own like Wolf brand or something now, supplements. And he looks fucking fantastic.
Dude, I saw the craziest fucking thing with him. I think it was the Arnold at Olympia, one of those. I was backstage with Steve Bleckman, and the Bleckman was talking to him, right? And he's all getting oiled up. He's getting ready to go out, and he's standing there, and he got the arms up, and they fucking oil him, and he's kind of posing and flexing his abs, and he had fucking veins coming up his abs, and he had the grainy little abdominals, with the fucking, you can see every little strand of fiber. And then when he turned around like this, he had fat on his lower back, and I was like, how can you have fat on your lower back that has fucking abs? I mean, it wasn't like blubber, but I mean, like, it was, you can pinch, like it was like water, whatever.
That's just a genetic thing.
I don't know, but
I rid of it. It was a pocket there that just.
I was talking to somebody, I don't want to say his name, but he was telling me, bro, you don't know that they shoot Helix or Helios or whatever the fuck it is. It's a localized injection.
To dry out.
No, he said, I think, believe it or not, I think it's a shot of clenbuterol and yohimbine, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. It's an injection. It's an active. It's some sort of peptide thing that even I think it was Vinny Galante was telling me that. Yeah, man. Do you remember in the '80s they always talked about you can't spot reduce? Well, with that shit, you can.
Oh, spot reduction. Yes. I remember you.
I mean, I don't know if that's what he did or not, but I'm just saying. The person I was standing with was like, he probably did the Helios because I was like, how could you have shredded abs but fat on your lower back?
Yeah.
Genetics.
This is a great question from Craig for you, Chris. Black Ox matters, LOL. See, Craig's a good sport. He knows that we're just fucking having a few laughs. What's the difference between the two, the black and the Blue Ox? That's a
racist question. We're all the same.
Extremely racist. Come on, how can we do this?
Come on, Craig. We're all the same.
I'll give it to you simple, Craig, and I'm glad you actually felt something on Blue Ox. So if you actually look at like ingredient panels on them, there's about, I want to say, half the amount of ingredients in blue compared to black. Now, blue is going to be more of your all natural. When you talk black, you get a little bit more edgy, a little bit more enhanced with that. That's going to be something towards like if you're a top athlete, bodybuilder, things like that, and you want to attack more pathways, I would definitely go towards the Black Ox, which is something I would definitely suggest for you at this point, because if you felt blue and you don't want to use the enhanced route with testosterone or whatever else peptides, I would definitely go black, and you'll see a whole different ball game and see an animal come out of you.
Chris, that is such a racist statement. You're saying the black is naturally more genetically better. The Black Ox. Chris, listen to me. All ox matters. All ox matters.
So Blue Ox and Black Ox are similar stuff, but the blue is.
We're all the same, John.
Your blue is going to be more of your natural pathway at that point. Your black gets a little bit more deeper into the enhanced pathways.
Black, it's more genetic.
Yeah, but it's. But if you're going to use, if Craig, if you like Chris said, if you got a great result, a great return out of the blue.
He's saying the Black Ox is the next level.
It's a little,
there's bodybuilders that I know that male and female that actually use Black Ox on top of whatever other gear they use compared to Blue Ox. Blue Ox, like you can give to anyone and use it, male or female. Black Ox, I would not suggest a female use it unless you've dabbled into the enhanced route.
Chris, let me just tell you something. My girlfriend loves Black Ox.
Listen, everyone needs 10 inch. I mean, 10 ingredients in a thing or something.
I swore I'd never date a girl like that, but she just loved that black ox.
Listen, you gotta just throw your hands up. Yeah, what are you gonna do with that one?
She likes big black ox.
Like they throwing the green dildos on the court and the field in the sports.
That's mind blowing. I can't
What's
believe
green? What are you talking about? What green dildos? What am I
with
missing?
the WNBA. You don't see it all over ESPN.
On the NFL too. There was a game during
really?
week 1. It looked like a flag being thrown, right? Because you just see
probably at the female referee or something.
I'm not sure. Yeah, but
dude, who makes a fucking
WNBA games? They caught the guy that did it in I think the Barclays Center during the Liberty game. But there's people doing it all over. It's not just one guy fucking flying.
No, yeah, it's a lot going on. Everyone wants to imagine the Incredible Hulk,
Holy shit, green dildo! I never heard.
Green dildos on the court and the field.
I gotta drain the white ox once more time, Joe.
But the thing is, they're rubber. And
it's mind blowing. I can't believe it. That's everywhere. It's not even localized places.
Yeah, it's kind of like, listen, it's funny, but it's not really funny. I mean,
yeah, I'm overseeing it. Get back to the sports, please.
You're gonna get thrown out. They're probably gonna lock you up, charge you with reckless endangerment or some stupid charge. And
stupid shit like that.
Out of it. You're trying to be incognito because you don't want to get caught, and so you can't take.
Except there's 3,000 cameras in the arena, and you're spotted a mile away. Get the fuck out.
But when I saw it somebody goes, "That's not a flag; it's a green dildo sighting at the NFL too." I was like, "Oh shit!" So whoever's making those things, I don't know if there's a company they're buying the same one. If not, they're selling a lot of them. So I bet.
Kudos to them, honestly.
Go to them and say, "We want to see your customer base. We got to see your order sheet."
Listen, I might have to call up China and get an order of those and start putting them on Amazon or something at this point.
But what is a green dildo? What does it represent, though? I don't understand. Is it Kermit the Frog money?
It's
the Incredible Hulk. You don't know this, Greg? Come on.
No, I don't know anything. I
don't fucking know. I'm making this up.
Well, for the WNBA, I guess it is women.
Wait a minute. Those fucking chicks in the WNBA, they don't want to see any cocks. You understand what I'm saying?
That's valid.
Green fleshlights, you know what I'm saying? Pussy on the fucking stick. You know what I mean? They be over there.
I guess it's kind of more of a joke because a lot of them are, gay. And
Joe?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I would love to be a fly on the wall on any of them.
No, fuck them. They want to eat them boxes
as a joke, because they know that's probably not what.
But why not throw black cocks on there? I
think it looks weird. It's like this lime green.
It stands out.
Alien color. Yeah.
It doesn't blend into the floor.
My white one's
a realistic looking dildo, and with the balls and everything. It's not just like a it's a full. Yeah.
But who started this? Are you serious?
It was in the WNBA. All of a sudden, one person did it towards what's her name, Caitlin Clark.
Dude,
everyone loves her, and
I love Caitlin Clark.
Got hit with it, and she was laughing. Sophie, the blonde from Indiana, also Cunningham. She got hit in the calf with it, and laughing her ass off, and was limping, joking around. She played along with it, made a joke out of it.
She should have grabbed it and started making like she was sucking it. The crowd was
listen, viewers, they got to think about this stuff.
Yeah, she's a very good-looking woman, and she is heterosexual.
I think I know who you're talking about. The blonde, right? She's a good-looking blonde. There's one that's
all of a sudden she's outspoken just because Caitlin Clark is outspoken. So now she's outspoken.
She defended Caitlin Clark. When
ever since then, everyone wants to talk about her and not Caitlin Clark.
I didn't know who the fuck she was until that hard foul.
Me neither.
Yeah, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Caitlin Clark take a knee to the black BLM shit or something like that? Didn't she?
No.
Statement in the off season about that I'm paraphrasing. The WNBA owes a lot of the growth or whatever because the more black women are playing it and bring a big talent level.
But what is that?
It wasn't a knee, but it was, and she always stayed totally in neutral, which I thought was a great thing. It was smart. She don't want to alienate anybody. Little kids love her and stuff. But when she said that in the off season, it wasn't
It was a boner killer. So those dildos should be a little limp like this when you throw them out because of that.
A lot of people were like, "Oh no, don't fall into that trap. You were smart business-wise. Your agents were quick."
One of the sports guys was saying that she said it because she figured that might stop the black chicks from bullying her. Because, when she'd be on the court, they'd be like, "Give me the ball," like this. And she'd be like, "Oh, fuck."
She's been hurt almost the whole year.
Dude,
yeah, she had a bad season.
She's a cute girl considering she's not a stunner. But I find her attractive considering she don't wear no makeup at all. I mean, some of these girls with the fucking big eyelashes and you know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, this is a good one from Paul Walker. Until the green dildo gets thrown on the Mr. Olympia stage, bodybuilding will never be mainstream.
That's a great one, Paul. Maybe somebody watching this, Joe, you should bring one when you go to the Olympia.
Oh my Lord.
Oh man, I'll get fucking thrown out.
So listen though, rumored from what I hear behind the scenes, it may be coming back mainstream.
What?
Bodybuilding.
It's a rumor. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. There's talks.
Listen, they wouldn't. When I was younger, you had on ESPN, you had
Channel
ESPN,
2,
Muscle Sport magazine. On USA Network, you had you had Muscle Sport USA on TV. Right. Then you had Rick Valentino and Kiana Tom. You had Sean Ray with the Flex Workout Show. You had the Lee Haney Body Show. It was one others that I'm missing. There was 6 shows on mainstream TV. They would show to Mr. Olympia. They don't show any of that anymore. That's the 90s. You would have, and I'm talking about early 90s, 89, 90. You would have figured, dude, by the time it's 2025, bro, bodybuilding would be right in the Olympic. Nothing.
But you know what? Look at where ESPN, right, has now
it's
gone.
It's too enhanced, though. That's why.
So one thing that I'll say about, I agree with you, but the thing that I think has gained so much traction over the last year was the natural shows now, the OCB shows. And now that the Joe Weider went to the whole natural side and now doing the whole natural Olympia, maybe that brings some of the fans back and brings ESPN back into it. I don't know.
I don't think so. But listen, I got an idea. You guys should get dildos, right? And put the fucking, put like a liquid black ox in there. All right. And then this way here, you give them out to the girls or even the guys and you say, look, suck this cock. And you get your test booster. Test booster in a dildo.
Like the
Listen,
blowjobs.
what a great marketing idea, Joe. Test booster in a dildo. How about that? It's a dildo-shaped bottle like this, right? And you screw off the big pink head, and you just take a little like that, man, and you forget about it.
And you can carry it around in the gym. Miranda,
Joe, that's a great marketing idea.
It might actually sell.
Dildos come in all colors, Greg. I have a purple one for the Vikings. She's like, your Vikings cost me $60 the other night, Miranda. That fucking McCarthy kid played like shit. Fuck the Vikings. McCarthy? The quarterback from Minnesota.
You didn't like how he played? It seemed like during crunch time he turned it up a little bit. And...
I'm not a football guy.
Now he's out.
Yeah, now he's out. Yeah.
Yeah, now I guess he was hurt. That's why.
I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say I predict this year. Talk about fucking. How about this? This would never come true. What would be the fucking the odds of this? The Giants are going to play the Jets in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Joe. What would be the odds of that? If you bet a penny and you said the odds, you'd probably make $1 million. Like if that ever happened, like a penny. Yeah. The odds of that.
Let's see.
I already picked my Super Bowl. I got Buffalo over Green Bay. You can pick any.
Buffalo, Green Bay. That's a good pick.
I don't follow football, but I was just making a joke. But I'm just saying.
Something. It's pretty good.
If you bet 1 penny, the odds of that ever happening.
It's got to be $20.
So the odd. No.
The
odds are. I got you right now. Almost 17 million.
Because I was going to look
plus
up.
Plus 16 million. 6666666.
That's fucking evil.
That is evil.
So wait a minute. So
a penny pays out real good.
Wait a minute.
$1 or $10?
A penny, what is that? It's 160,000.
If you do a calculator, if you bet 1 penny, how much money would you make on those odds? Just 1 penny. I'll put down a penny. What do you got to lose? I find it on the floor.
If it's a 17 million, I'm just.
How much is 17 million pennies? Somebody
Yeah, it's
else.
166,000. Yeah.
100. Imagine that, $166,000 just for betting a penny.
But then you get depressed when it's actually like you hit it. You're like, fuck, I just left all his money.
Gotta pay Kathy
Imagine
Holmes
this.
50%.
Imagine this. You go all the way. The Giants are now playing the Jets in the Super Bowl. It's right there. And all of a sudden, oh, there's a strike. We're not going to have a Super Bowl this year.
Imagine.
Well, you still win if you
Well,
just
you're right.
They'll
Because they got
win.
in the Super Bowl.
Avoid it.
the result. I picked the matchup and the result. So if there's a strike, I'm still good. You know?
No, I'm just kidding. They say baseball might. How dare those fucking billionaires fucking even think about having a strike? They're
That's
saying
insane.
that might be a strike.
Talking about that, then a few years ago,
They're always talking about, dude, these guys are making, dude, Juan Soto just cut his hair all ghetto and with rows and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, you can take the boy out of ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the boy, right?
He's celebrating the home run when they're down by like 9 runs.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, honestly.
Listen, he wasn't like that.
He wasn't like that with the Yankees.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't like that with the Yankees.
But here's the thing: the Yankees don't tolerate that shit. That's the difference.
Well,
We tolerate Jazz Chisholm, but
the fans might like it. I don't know, but
he's
we like Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah.
I like when a guy styles. You know what I mean? Fucking.
I like the pop. The pop is good. It's good for the sport because it got boring. After they took steroids out, it got boring, unfortunately. I love baseball. Baseball is my number one sport.
Chris, now you're talking my baby.
Yeah. I'm a sports guy, man. I could talk. I'm starting a podcast doing a whole sports thing just because I love sports. But
I love me too, Chris.
Are you a Met?
I'm a Yankee guy. I'm a Yankee and Giants guy, so I've been miserable for years.
But wait, let me tell you something.
Not like you Jets fans, I'm Mets
and
fans.
Joe will attest to this. Okay, the difference is when Soto was on the Yankees, he was like argumentatively take Aaron Judge out of it. He was like second Aaron Judge. He was like a
second best player in baseball.
Right. They were talking about maybe the best player, 5-tool player, all this shit, right? Now he's with the Mets, and he's not playing that way anymore. And then when you start styling, the Met fans are like, "You motherfucker, you should be doing this shit every fucking day."
But look at the lineup, though. Look at the lineup around him. The lineup quality isn't the same that the Yankees had, or even he had, in Washington, or even San Diego. So it's not even close. Great, you have Pete Alonso backing him up. You have Lindor in front of him. That's not doing anything to me. I'm not scared of either one of those guys.
But you know what though? He's supposed to be a leader. Like if you last year, if you talked about the top 5 baseball players in all of baseball, he's either 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Now today, I don't even if you say
I don't know if he's 10.
He's not even in the top 10.
Yeah, I agree.
And meanwhile, he got all that fucking money. What's the next guy gonna get?
Yeah.
What's the 7? I want to beat him. He got $765 million. The Yankees offered him
755 or 760 or some stupid shit. It was nothing.
It was 760 Yankees, 765 Mets, right?
It was a joke.
And you know what's funny? When you had Paul O'Neill, I remember when his career was just at the end, and he had one more. They signed him one more time. When he went home to his wife, he told his wife, well, I got a few other offers. What do I do? And she said, "Are you crazy? You love being a Yankee. Who cares about that money?" She goes, "You're making so much money now. Our ancestors are set. What's the difference between, to us, $4 or $5 million is like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But to those guys, it's like $4 or $5 million. So he took less money because he said, I had peace of mind. Be happy where I am. You understand?
And the fans
That's loyalty. Same thing with Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams was offered a Red Sox.
Boston
Red Sox wanted Bernie Williams and offered him more money, but he said, "I can't do it. I love being here. I want to be here. The money, I'm already making enough money. It's not like
historically, anyone that's come to the Yankees or even had to re-sign with the Yankees, they have ended up taking a little bit less. Besides Garrett Cole." That's probably or Derek Jeter, really. But Derek Jeter, here's the thing: they had to pay him for all the years that he was really underpaid, so deservedly so. Yeah. Garrett Cole, well worth the money. As long as we end up with a World Series out of him at some point in the next 2 years, fine.
But do you realize that my one beef with Aaron Judge? Okay, my one beef is he's A-Rod. What I mean by that is he wins MVPs, but he does not hit in the clutch.
Yes.
When
the lights are on, he just powers away.
69 last year in World Series. 69. Now.
And the Dodgers did not have a good pitching.
No. And
staff.
No, we still won the World Series.
The Mets did a better job.
He was out. The
I'm
Mets
getting agita right now talking about this.
Wait, here's the thing.
had better pitching staffs than the Dodgers, and the Dodgers they beat them because they do not swing at pitches out of the strike zone.
Well, that our defense was trash, and then our pitching
we got a
didn't.
lot of problems. You have no idea. The Yankees.
Oh, right now, forget about it. Blow it up.
Mirrors right now.
Blow
Even
it up.
Bednar, he's not. None of those guys they got are fucking.
I like Bednar. You don't like Bednar, really?
I do like him, but he's not. Look, he fucking gave up a home run in the ninth last night. He's still. You can't keep doing it. His ERA is like 4.
We don't have someone coming out of the bullpen that's throwing 98 consistently.
I like better than the others. But wait, listen what I'm telling you. The other day there was a stat. Michael K gave a stat where Aaron Judge just tied A-Rod for the most first inning home runs. They both had 19. Aaron Judge has 19 in the first inning this year.
Okay.
Now, you may say that's great. No, it's not, because you know why? David Ortiz would strike out 3 times in a game, but goddamn, come the 8th and 9th inning, you could throw a ball over his head and it's in the fucking stands.
Him and Manny, man. Just fucking
Manny
the ball anywhere they want.
were fucking Ruth and Garrick to me.
Yes, they were the modern day Ruth and Garrick.
I've never seen a duo like that. Forget Aaron Judge and.
You could say like Canseco and McGuire for a little bit, but like that was short lived. But like for longevity purposes, yeah.
Yeah, but Manny and fucking and Ortiz took a team that was dead and literally, they hadn't won anything, and they made them win. I mean,
yes. You
Ortiz,
take those 2 players off the team, they finish bottom of the division.
Oh, those 2 guys.
Look at what happened after they left the team. Mookie Betts, cool. They did nothing with Mookie for a couple of years, and they didn't retool. So, I agree with you. That was definitely the most dangerous duo in sports for a very long time.
They got rid of John Lester, which was a huge mistake. John Lester was their fucking.
They didn't want to pay anyone.
And they got rid of fucking Xander Bogaerts. They got rid of fucking Mookie Betts.
Sometimes. And then
they didn't want to pay anyone. Theo went to fucking Chicago. He won them a World Series. Then he left after that. The Red Sox have been in peril ever since, and now they have a decent team over the last year. And
but
they still suck.
Chris, they can be the worst team in baseball. They scare me.
I agree. Anytime we play Boston, it's not a normal game.
Donnie Rustamachia, he thinks that he could be older. Well, he was like 20 the year they said he was 20 the year that he was with Nats and they won the series.
He was like 17 or 18 when they brought him up, I think.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? One of the reporters.
The birth certificates are
Joe. That's what
100%.
What's it, Buster Only?
They're younger, so
Buster Only. By the way, Buster Only lives near me, somewhere down the road over here.
Oh, that's cool.
I live in New York now. But the thing is, I think it was him. One of them came out and said that there's news that he might be 5-6 years older than they say, because the Dominicans do that shit. Remember El Duque?
Look at Pujols.
He looked like a kid when he had his dad with him after they won.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it might be just rumor. I don't know. But look at Pujols is another one.
It's every single one of them that come out of the Dominican Republic.
But look at fucking.
You had the opportunity to fucking, forget.
Hell yeah.
Funny, I'd fucking do it,
But El Duque fucking was. How old was he? They didn't even know how to fuck old he was.
Who knows how old he really was?
Great.
At the end of his career, maybe 48.
But wait a minute, I gotta tell you something. I don't mean to sound fucked up, but this is a true story. My girlfriend's sister has a sister, right? And they're not sure how old she is. Like the mother doesn't remember what to get, because she's from Mexico and had the baby in Mexico. Her sister, Macarena, they're not sure if she's 41, 42, or 43 because, the mother can't remember when she gave birth the exact date. And there's like no fucking paperwork because they gave birth over there.
That's crazy.
House and shit. So if you say, what's your birth date? She doesn't really know the exact. They pick a date. You know what? Let's say it's so she's gonna go younger. Say I'm 41 or 42 or something like that. They have no idea. They have no idea today. Isn't that fucked up?
Crazy.
But that's standard.
In the old days, they would have babies on the kitchen table, like in the 20s in America.
Yeah.
Old Italians. Sometimes they're like, it was born around July somewhere of 19.
Now you're demonized if you don't go to the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is like fucking modern, bro. You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah, 40 years old.
But she's in because they're from Mexico. You know what I mean? So she had the baby in Mexico. My girlfriend's a border baby.
Like they don't have like actual birth certificates.
No, I guess they might, but I don't know. She had they live in a farm, fucking like, you know,
Have the baby at home.
Not Puerto Plata. What's the fuck's his name? Puebla, Mexico. So they lived on like a farm where, you know, they have, you know, she give birth with the farm animals in the fucking barn and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the old days.
They don't know. If you ask the mother, how old is Macarena? I don't remember. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. Like, you don't. What month?
You didn't write it down.
It's April, May.
And that's the thing. Like, I have the Spanish genes in me. I'm Puerto Rican, so like, once you hit like 40, you don't age. Like, I'm getting to the point where like I'm 33, I got the grays and everything, but like this is as much as I'm probably gonna get. My pops is in his mid 60s. He still looks like he's in his young 50s at this point.
Awesome,
You're Puerto Rican? Are you full Puerto Rican? Or are you?
No, I'm a mutt, man. I'm a mutt. My mother's a Russian Jew.
Gefilte fish.
Yeah, exactly. My dad's the Puerto Rican. He's full blood.
Wow, wait a minute.
So yeah,
he married a Russian Jew. That's pretty fucking.
It is crazy, isn't it? Right? It is.
Holy shit! Does the New York Puerto Rican in you? Do you ever say like, you know, to your mother, the Russian Jew, from the river to the sea, and then do you take your mother's side? That's fucked up, Chris.
You're funny. You're fucking funny. You're funny.
Both sides of the fence.
No, listen, I love Puerto Rican women. I'm not gonna lie.
I know you.
Yeah, Latin is my favorite flavor, Chris.
Listen, I tell everyone this. I hate everyone equally. You can't tell me I'm racist. That's it. And on top of that, like, my kind was the most demonized in the fucking world. So at the end of the day, like, I can't hate anyone. You can't hate me anymore. So it doesn't matter.
There you go. But I'm saying the New York Puerto Ricans in you, but they'd be like, from the river to the sea, and then you're the Russian side, you'd be like, fuck you. No, but you know, I don't know. I love Puerto Rican women, bro. My ex was I love all Spanish. Spanish is my favorite flavor.
Yeah, always sexy.
I love Spanish chicks, man.
I feel like not my thing. I live with an Italian though, so like, yeah.
All right.
Well, listen. You know, I should say I like.
I'm cultural.
Is your girl dark hair, like dark hair, dark eyes, or no?
Yep.
Okay, see, that's what I like. I take that Italian dark hair, dark eyes.
Oh yeah, any day of the week.
Or even like ethnic Jew chicks with the thick black hair and the fucking big fucking.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden they're Mossad, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, well that's it. And then they want you to convert and wear the beanie in the back of your head and shit. You're
like Sharon Stone and fucking with the when she was the secret agent married to Arnold. What was that? Go to Mars. You know, that,
I remember that. That was
Total Recall. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Wait a minute. It was True Lies, right?
No, I think that was maybe it was True. No, True Lies was the one with Jamie.
Total Recall was when he laid in that fucking, it was like futuristic movie. Remember where they fucking. No, True Lies is. Remember that's where Bill Paxton was when he said to fucking.
That was with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, she has an ass. This chick has an ass like a 10-year-old boy. And Arnold looked at her like this because he knew he was talking about his wife. I was like, I could relate to that because I like a little ass. You know what I'm saying?
A little ass.
See, now the Puerto Rican in you, Chris, you might like the big ass. But see me, I like the little ass. I got that white boy thing where I like the little ass.
It's funny. When I met my girl, she told me, and I told her, like, you didn't really have much of an ass when I met you. And then all of a sudden, we started squatting every week and getting it right. And all of a sudden, she's like, oh, I grew an ass. And she's like, it's too big now. Like, never too big.
He's like, oh, no, it's fine. Yeah. Nick saying Soto felt disrespect by the Yankees. This was, I remember, a thing. He have to pay for his own box seats for the family. I expect the Yankees for not pandering. I agree. I totally agree. And if the Mets did that, they're fucking.
They did pander to it. They gave him the box seats. They threw his mother. His mother was walking in the fucking clubhouse at the Yankee clubhouse.
You can't.
You can't do that shit.
They threw her out, and he got pissed off.
It's like this fucking Belichick's fucking little, arm piece there on the sideline at the North Carolina.
Dude, that's mind blowing. That whole situation.
You gotta be kidding me with fucking that shit.
He's not. Well, no. Listen, I envy the guy, but he's an asshole for allowing her to be there.
Dude, she's bossing him around too. You can only imagine at fucking home.
Apparently she was an escort though. Originally, apparently she was an escort.
Really?
Well, listen, my girl.
That's the report.
Boss was going to the rub and tugs. Robert Kraft.
Well, so that makes complete sense. Yeah, no,
but Chris,
like she was an escort.
Chris, I like whores. You know what I mean? My girlfriend was a whore. Listen,
I mean, hey, we all like different flavors.
But I don't want some virgin. Like, oh my god, is it gonna hurt? I'm like, yeah, I want a pig. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, I don't want to swat flies or fucking get crabs again. You know what I mean? Did you ever get crabs? That's the worst fucking shit.
Never.
That shit fucking itches and burns at the same time. Then you got to shave your pubic hair off and shoot yourself with raids. Not raid, rid. I had to spray myself with that shit. It was fucking terrible.
He's raid. He's gonna exterminate.
But I tell you, I like fucking. I like.
Is the modern day Reggie in October? Nick,
Who? Yes. Yes.
You're not wrong,
dude. He hit 7 fucking home runs.
It's amazing.
Yeah, no, we were talking about Reggie bars earlier. Juggernaut. Yeah. Blue Jays are winning the World Series. They're hot and they're still playing hot. They've stayed.
I don't think they're making the playoffs. I don't think they're making I think they're going to fall out, and I think the Yankees and the Red Sox are actually going to make the playoffs.
They're going to make the playoffs. They're going
to make the wild card bullshit.
But
we're going to win the division.
Have a great postseason record outside of those 2 years.
I think they might win the division. I just don't see them be. You know what happens? All of a sudden, teams like the Tigers, who are a really good team, have great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Listen, you put Glaber with a beard, all of a sudden he looks like fucking a Hall of Fame player. I don't get it.
Let me tell you something. But the thing is, though, is that they say there's 4 seasons in baseball, right? Yep. There's spring training. There's the season, there's fall call-ups, and then there's the postseason. And you never know. Look at the fucking Seattle Mariners that year. They won 116 games, and the Yankees swept them 4 straight.
Yep.
116 games. They owned the Yankees. Yankees went in a series and fucking swept them 4 straight. You never know. It's the team who gets hot the fastest.
It's the September call-ups around now that the team starts getting hot the last 2 weeks of the season, and those are the teams that generally will see in the championship game and want to go to the
Look at the Mets. Who last year at the All-Star game would have said, the Mets are going to be in it. It's going to be the Mets or the Dodgers are going to go to the World Series. It's going to be between those two. You would have said the Mets ain't even going to make the playoffs. What are you talking about? And the fucking Mets did fucking goddamn good. They beat the Dodgers 2 games, and they might have been able to squeeze a third.
A couple lucky home runs and whatnot definitely helped.
They played better than the Yankees. The Yankees just
they did. If we didn't hit any home runs, we would not be.
Dude, listen. I'm a Yankee fan. I also like the Mets, so I'm not gonna lie.
I like baseball. I tell them how it is.
Baseball's my favorite sport of all, over bodybuilding, over everything. But I never go against New York, so I'm always big. I like the Mets. I just do. But the thing is, watching Aaron Judge with that ball coming right here and out, I was like, it wasn't like he ran for the ball and it bounced off his glove or something like that.
That's a routine play.
That's a disgusting. That's almost like if you tossed a ball to him and shit, and he
routine play. There's no excuse.
But you can't be the captain of the team. Derek Jeter, even his skills started eroding at the end there. But his last game, his last game went to fucking extra innings, and
ninth inning, boom.
He hit a base hit. Yeah, he hit a base hit to score to win.
Typical. Went the other way.
A walk off.
I remember.
A walk off.
Went the other way to right field. Beautiful.
Derek Jeter is like the fucking epitome of intangibles. Because if you look at his raw career numbers, they were good. But they weren't like
there was a lot of shortstops, better numbers, right?
Oh yeah,
you watched him game by game, like we have in New York, have the opportunity. You saw everything he brought to the table. Just the little things, talking to the pitcher.
Yep.
That guy had total control on that field, even from his early years, and he was taught by the right type of players, like a Paul O'Neill. In those like a Scott Brocious.
Scott Brocious batted like 220 when he was with the A's, came to the Yankees, batted 300, and won the MVP in one of the playoffs. So, but let me just tell you something. There's one thing in baseball that you cannot tell, and it's the intangibles are not in the stats. Because when Derek Jeter made that play, right, the greatest play, there's no play better than this in sports history. When Derek Jeter ran from shortstop, put the ball behind, got Jared. But you know what that says? The shortstop threw to the catcher, made an out. Do you understand?
That's all it says.
But that's how it reads in the stats. That play where he dove in the stands,
9-6-2. That in the scorecard for that.
The line is the shortstop caught the pop up, and made the out, or whatever the fuck it was.
It's
a 9-6-2, and that's it. And the seats just.
But it doesn't give the fucking stat that he ran across, smashed his face, or ran on the fucking first base side of he's a shortstop. The fucking 20 other guys could have been there.
The on deck circle.
Basically,
He He
That's where it ended up.
almost was in the dugout, for Christ's sake, throwing it from behind.
I mean, and then even against the Mets, he leads off Game 5 with a leadoff homer.
Dude, do you know that? Do you know that Derek Jeter's second to Bernie? There's another guy I forgot who was tied with him, but there's Bernie Williams is first with 21, and he's second in home runs in the postseason with 19. He's not a home run hitter.
No, he
His postseason average is like 400. Dude, that's what makes Derek Jeter great.
Yeah.
You understand? It's the intangibles. It's what you do when the game is on the line. You understand what I'm saying?
Ask anyone outside of New York; they disagree with us. Unfortunately,
Well,
that's the shitty part.
They only see that, and they hate
Exactly.
They
They hate
hate
New Yorkers. They hate Yankees.
because he's not on their team.
There's not fucking all these World Series championships.
I hated Johnny Damon. He became a Yankee. I'm like, fucking hey, Johnny Damon.
Oh yeah, the only person I couldn't buy into was Jacoby Ellsbury. It's the only person I couldn't buy into, man.
Well, I tried. He sucked though, because he sucked.
Yeah, he couldn't stay healthy.
Listen, there's usually a reason.
Saw the field.
There's a reason why when a team has a guy, and it's like this is what I say about this kid, Devin Williams, right? There's a reason why he was such a superstar with the fucking Milwaukee, right? But there's a reason why they let him go. It's the same reason why the Yankees, when they didn't re-sign Cano, and they said no, just let him go.
Oh, they knew he was juicing, but that's the whole
People were like, no, but they knew his skills. He had reached. They saw something, a flaw in him.
They did.
So he used to not run out balls, just like Glaber.
Yeah, lazy player. Yep.
But there's a reason why. There's a reason why Devin Williams wasn't re-signed. And look at that team now. It looks like they could even win the World Series.
They actually might go to the World Series.
They're the best team in baseball, right?
You're going to see Milwaukee and the Dodgers in the championship game.
Best team in baseball. And I'm just saying, and they got rid of their stud pitcher. They got rid of their stud.
Didn't they get rid of both of them? They got rid of both of them because Hader's now on the Astros and now Williams is on the Yankees. So, they got rid of their whole bullpen.
But there's a reason why, though.
There's a reason why. Hader wasn't the same going to Houston.
Right.
And Williams wasn't the same coming to us either.
They see something in those guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why Boston didn't sign Jacoby Ellsbury. Is that Joe Zapata?
Yeah.
It is. What is it? I can't read without glasses because my.
It's a good, Chris. This is one.
Joseph, what are you doing, Joe?
What's up, Joe? I assumed Enhanced has a carb blocker. What's it called? And how does it work? I need it because I love pizza and pasta.
Oh,
you don't want to block the carbs. You want to let the carbs work for you. So take some Slin. That's the best GDA on the market.
Here's my Slin. There it is.
That Slin?
Joe Zapata.
There you go. That's the number one selling GDA on the market. And every carb meal, it's something I personally have. Some people disagree and say, oh, I only take half the dosage. If it says 4 fucking capsules, take 4 capsules. Take the recommended dosage. Unless it's vitamin C, then don't take the 200 milligrams they're going to say. It's stupid.
Yeah. So, you're saying
that's my boy, Joe Zapata.
Joe Zapata does a show with Greg every week. They have a show, and
and he's going to do the.
We're going to be doing stuff with MSM, bringing a lot of boxing and UFC stuff into the table.
Well, that's awesome. You guys bring up boxing and UFC. Did you guys see we signed the UFC fighter?
Who?
Matt Frivola.
I don't know anything about that, but I can. When they signed Dakota Ditcheva, then I'm gonna fucking be happy. Dakota Ditcheva. First of all, I'd let her kick my. Well, I wouldn't let her. She'd kick my ass easily. And I would. I actually would like that, Joseph. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I'll be right there with you, bro.
She's so fucking cute, and she's skinny and cute. You got me right there. But the fact that she's so brutally badass, it's like even like these fucking fucking rugged fucking chicks go in there, and she kills them. She kills them. It's not even close though. It's not even. And you see her, she's like John Bones Jones. She's like a spider. You know, it's just like it. She's even to the girls. She's even greater than Bones Jones is to the guys, because there's a few guys who gave Bones Jones a good fight, but there's nobody that even comes close to. And she beat that girl that almost beat the Shevchenko. What the hell you say her name? The Russian chick there. The fucking
Shevchenko.
Yeah, Shevchenko. How would you say her name? Right. The girl, Shevchenko, won on a split decision with this one chick. Dakota Ditcheva destroyed her. I mean, like literally manhandled her. They actually try to get away from her. When she's punching, she hits so fucking hard. They try to get away, and then she throws knees. She breaks ribs. And she's bro. And when you see her, she's glam. I mean, you see her, she's like a bikini girl, skinny. You would never fucking know. Like, I love it because she could kick your fucking ass really easily. You know what I'm saying?
Chris,
I like
tell us about the UFC fighter that's one of on board. What you guys?
Oh, you got a UFC fighter?
Yeah,
on board?
yeah. So yes,
okay.
we just signed him. What was it, about 2 weeks ago? So Matt Frivoli's over here in Long Island, over in Huntington. I actually went to high school with him, so I've known Matt for over 20 years at this point. I played football with him. He's served in I believe he was a Marine, if I'm not mistaken. So he's been in the UFC. I don't even know how many years at this point. He's been fighting for over 10 years at this point. But he actually won the season 1 of Dana White's Contender Series. He won that first fight, came in, got a contract, and since then he's been in the UFC. He's actually fighting. What is he? 6 weeks out, I think, right now from his next fight in Vancouver. So he's on the fight night card.
And what weight class is he?
What is he? Middleweight, I believe.
Oh.
So great. He's a great fighter too. Definitely a good representative of the brand, and he'll be actually at one of the events that we have this weekend with Onyx Fitness and Hummus Fit doing their grand opening at the gym over there. So if anyone in Long Island, come check out Onyx Fitness on Saturday, the 20th. Matt's going to be there, taking pictures with everyone, signing autographs, doing his thing, and of course, I'm going to try some good pancakes there too.
What town is that in, Chris? What part of the?
That's what is it? Belmore.
Belmore. Okay.
So you have Natural Body over there. You have Onyx. It's a great area for the health and fitness industry.
Yep. All right. Cool. So they got a UFC guy on board. We talk about sports, so it's
man.
Definitely it's a good segue into that.
Joe Zapata's brother George is in with Dana White. It goes to Dana White's house. He's in, Kevin Iole is his guy. You know what I mean? Like that, they're like real close.
I'm ultimately hoping, like, with Matt on board, we go towards that route. Like, I would love to get more athletes on board because the brand needs notoriety. If we go to the combat sports first, I think that helps. I want to branch off into, professional lacrosse. I would love to get into the NBA, MLB, slowly but surely. I think the snacks are a great route.
Yes.
The supplements might be a little too hardcore for them, and whatever they have,
the snacks,
but the snacks are the go-to, and that's why Matt loves. He's like, the snacks are amazing. I love the snacks. Like after he trains, he's popping pancakes.
What you might, speaking of MLB, Freddie Mac. What's up, Freddie? Anthony Volpe is out of the league in 2 years. We'll enhance that for MSN.
Yeah, we might have the janitor job for him. I'm over him.
Listen,
Volpe will be okay.
Yeah,
I know.
You don't want to get rid of Vol. Trust me, he's going to be okay. But let me ask you a question. If you guys ever sign Dakota Ditchover, let me know because I would live in the bathroom a week just to smell one of her farts. I just want you to know that, okay? There's no way that girl farts and it stinks. There's no way. If she farts, it smells like one of your pancakes. Like that. Like, oh, vanilla pancakes. You know what I mean?
Gregg's routine is a high volume routine. I can just tell you that.
Yes, it is high volume.
But I want to get to, I'll get right back to you, Nick. It's Steve.
Oh, okay.
Call me Gregg. I wanted to make sure you got that message.
I thought it was Joe. I can't, Steve, I can't see shit. You know what I'm saying? I hurt my eye again, so I can't see. I got this thing. Yeah. It's a long story. But
Mantle is still in the top 10 of playoff home run despite never playing any playoff series. Yeah, they didn't have playoffs in those days.
That's the problem with that stat, even with Babe Ruth. It was only Babe Ruth didn't even have playoffs. Divisions. Right, Joe? Babe Ruth didn't even have playoffs. They went from that.
There was 8 teams in each league during Babe Ruth's era.
Yeah. American League and National. You just went to the World Series.
Whoever won the pennant in each respective league played in a best of 9 in the early days World Series.
I don't remember. In Babe Ruth's day, it was 9 now. It was 7, wasn't it?
I think it was 7 in Babe Ruth's days. But early with Boston, it was 9 because the Black Sox played a best of 9 when they threw the World Series to the 1918 Chicago White Sox. So when Babe was with Boston in 1916, when they played the Brooklyn Dodgers, that was a best of 9. But I think by the time the 20s came around, when it got traded in 1920 or sold to the Yanks in 1920, I think they changed it to a best of 7. But they only started a best of 5 playoff series the year the Mets won the series in 1969.
Right. I remember that.
Expansion, and then they broke up.
Dude, that was my favorite. It might have been my 69 was I almost became a Met fan. I mean, that was my favorite team. I loved all those guys. Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver.
I only know it by reading and videos. I was too young, obviously, to watch it.
No, I remember. I used to watch because
That was, that was like they call them the Miracle Mets for a reason. Nobody expected them. They were a fucking.
But look at that pitching staff.
Expansion, and expansion wasn't like it is now. Back then, you got the worst players in the draft.
Oh.
They get the first pick in the draft in football stuff. Expansion teams used to get punished. They'd have to pay forever.
Wow.
You know,
now they're taken care of. They're given the golden ticket and just whatever they want.
Manny is number 1 in playoff home runs. That's very interesting. Good stat.
Are you sure? Oh, playoff home runs. Okay.
Playoff home
the whole time I can believe that.
A postseason.
Lightweight. So here we go.
Doba is a lightweight, 155. First guy to knock out Drew Doba. He's great. So Nick's one of our guys, son of Sammy Davis. Big sports guy, so he knows the UFC fighter. That's
a boy, Nick.
Yeah, good job, Nick. Anthony Zanaboni. What's up, Ant? Welcome back. This guy must be
Anthony.
Workout thinks the Yankees win the division. Sox versus Yanks wild card series.
There's enough games to catch the Blue Jays. They keep on falling.
Yeah, but the Yankees can't win. What are you doing losing fucking dude last night?
That was bad. That was bad. I know.
10-1. They did the same thing. Well, who was it that they were up like 9-1 and they fucking lost the game? They came back and won.
It was last week. Last week, the same shit.
No, it was like a month ago. Who the fuck was that they were winning? Was it the White Sox?
Hard baseball season. There's been a lot of big
Orioles.
Dude, but if you listen to me, but if
I agree.
Devin Williams, if you got Devin Williams, who you got in the offseason, blown, I don't know how many games already this year. If he just won half the games that he blew,
we'd be in first place.
We'd be in first place easily.
We'd be in first place by the 4 games or the 3 games that the Blue Jays are.
But it's unbelievable. Listen,
it's bad.
I like Bednar, but I don't sit there. Oh, Bednar's coming in. I shit my pants with all those guys. Doval, all those guys. Look at that guy. We got that guy Green now. He's in the fucking minors. I mean,
I'm looking right now. When was that game? Because it's going to bother the fucking 11-1, the Tigers.
What's that?
The Tigers.
No. Listen, we were winning.
Yes.
And I think it was against the White Sox or one of those fucking shitty teams. We were winning, and they came back, and they won. They came back and from a 9-0 deficit or 9-1 deficit, and came back and then won in the extra innings. I think they won 12-11.
Oh, yeah, the fucking Marlins.
The Marlins.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking
number.
We lost the game 13-12.
That's what I said. And they were ahead. Like it
we
was
were winning 6-0.
No, but then it became like 9-1. And then
6-0, and then it went to 6-4. And then after that, it was a shit show. And then it was 9-6. And that's when we fucking.
I could have sworn it was 9-1. They were ahead a lot, but it was.
I mean, it's happened a few times this season. It's not 2 times. I'm pretty sure it happens against the Astros a couple weeks ago.
Dude, we almost did it again last night, though.
I know.
9.
Listen, the only way this team is getting corrected anytime is if you fire Boone, fire Cashman, which will never happen because Cashman must have photos of every Steinbrenner or some shit like that, right?
He's got them in stockings and heels.
Some stupid shit. But Boone needs to go. These stupid decisions with the relievers. We need a reliever coming out of the bullpen that throws gas, not this 94-95 bullshit.
Right.
That's the one thing we're really missing. We don't have someone that's consistently throwing 99 out of the pen like we had with Chapman.
Yeah, but you need
who looks like a stud right now.
You need, dude, is that some shit? Wait a minute. When the Yankees let Chapman go, he's having trouble hitting 97, 98. You know what he's doing now? He hit 104.
I know.
Dude, we're
shut this down.
Around the past 3 years, I was like, when is he going to just retire?
I thought he was done.
I thought he was done because
teams,
when the Yankees made the playoffs that year, he didn't show up. Do you remember that? That's why they got rid of him because he didn't show up.
Goodbye. Go to the Cubs.
And they had but we had Clay Holmes. Oh God. But
he pitched good last night.
I got to ask you a question.
Monroe Chris is very cute. There's one of our girls and her ex-boyfriend.
Oh shit!
Is a 3-input woman. Her boyfriend. So that's a good one to have on your side, Chris.
There you go.
If the Yankees can't hit home runs, they have no chance of winning. That's
That's the truth.
He's right.
That's football now. It's not even.
There was
There's no athleticism on the team. But there's 1 or 2 players that can steal.
But listen, I know you guys. Listen, every manager makes bonehead moves. Okay, Boone definitely makes some bonehead moves, but I don't think it's his fucking fault that a guy comes in there can't. Anthony Volpe, who's we were. Listen to me. Anthony Volpe, 30-30. Oh, it's going to hit 30 home runs and steal 30 bases. He's batting fucking 201 or 204 or 211 now. I don't know what the hell he's batting.
Whatever it is.
It was, same thing. The Martian, Jason Dominguez. Wait till you see this fucking guy. Can't hit from the right side. Did you ever see him go field to baseball? Go like this to ball. Or if he does make the catches to run. I'm like,
Kingman out there.
Damn, it's hit to him. I'm like this. Dude, he's shit. He's shit. You know,
I could play a better left field than Jason.
But listen to me. Ian Kennedy, Phil Hughes, Jabba Chamberlain, Severino. Oh, wait till you see these pictures. Right, Phil Hughes, the next Roger Clemens. You'll see it. Listen, they suck it. They're all hype. Same thing with Jabba Chamberlain. Everybody said, "Oh, the Yankees ruined him." That he didn't.
But that's the problem, though, with Cashman. He holds on to all these assets for too long instead of trading away for a proven commodity.
He's got hype.
And then we're fucked.
He's got hype. They're all hype. Everybody keeps talking about, what about Spencer Jones, buddy? Hitting those fucking 480-foot home runs. That's
200 strikeouts a season.
Dude, that's just what we need. Another guy who strikes out 200 times, right? And
Yep.
that's in the fucking minors. Remember, he was playing Double-A at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
Double-A striking out. Last year, he's in Double-A, struck out. You want that on the fucking team?
Is Tim Hill still hurt?
No, he pitched last night.
Yeah, he just came off the IL, I think.
He should get a fucking shot at close. When he was on the Padres, he would blow away every Met, lefty or righty. I love that guy. He's like the way Hader kind of is. I know he had some injuries and he had some arm trouble. That's why he got was available. But I think the Yankees, him and Yarborough were two huge, smart signings.
Yarborough can get fucking thrown away. Go to the fucking dumps.
I don't understand that though.
I go away. I can't even deal with him. Here's my other thing though. Tim Hill, I'm still sick right now. I'm still thinking about that fucking World Series that we throw Nestor out there, who doesn't pitch in a fucking month.
Nobody understands that. That was
and no Tim Hill, who's pitching. I think it was like 0-53 against lefties or some shit at that point during the postseason.
You give up a grand slam.
Listen,
all right, I feel better now. I have to say
listen to me though. You got to remember something.
Picture, man. I think he should get a shot at fucking the ninth inning. Tim Hill. I think.
Yeah, listen.
We don't have a true closer.
No, I thought Weaver was going to be it, but now Weaver's back to being like the guy. Cardinals. You know what I mean? He's not.
Matt Blake can go away now too. I'm done with him.
Dude, but Matt Blake, I don't understand that. He never played in the major leagues. What's that, Joe?
Anthony wants to. Why'd they take out Luis Hill when he's throwing away? Because they're so afraid of guys getting hurt throwing 100 pitches. He had.
Well, he also was hurt all year too. Like he's only, I think, 3 starts in or something.
But still, they baby these guys.
They do baby him.
They baby them.
But they don't let guys pitch anymore, even with no hitters.
No.
Yep.
If they're at 100 and something, unless they're in like the 8th inning.
Won't do it.
Nick saying, "Whoa, Greg, Phil Hughes was masterful out of the pen. That's a big piece of that." Phil Hughes was good at one
Yeah, but
point.
wait a minute. But Nick, he was only in the pen for that one series. He was a fucking starter, and he was supposed to. He stunk, bro. Where did he go? What did he do? And it made shit. I gotta be honest with you, Ian Kennedy.
He bumped around to a couple teams. I think he went to the Twins for a couple seasons.
He was with the Twins. Dude, same thing with Jobber Chamberlain. Jobber Chamberlain was all hype. First of all, he did really good from July to September, and then come the fucking postseason, he choked. But there's a lot of guys. Look at fucking Shane Spencer, who came up with the Yankees, was hitting home runs at will. But where did he go? There's some guy. What about Joe? What was the guy from the Cleveland Indians that hit the one home run one year?
Smoking Joe Charbonneau?
No. It was like in the 90s, like Cody. No, he had 1 year. He led the majors in home runs, and then he sucked after that. Nobody ever heard of him. He won the Brady
Anderson.
Brady Anderson.
Okay, yeah. Orioles and I think the Indians for a couple.
Yeah, but he had 1 year. He hit. By the way, let me ask you a question. How the fuck is Cal Raleigh hitting these home runs when last year he hit 35 for the whole year? This year at the All-Star break, he had 35. How the fuck is that happening?
Juggernauts. How can we always go to balls where That is annoys the shit out of me. You know why? Because they're afraid any scuff mark is an advantage for the pitcher.
Yep.
You'll see in the 70s and 80s, Greg, the fucking Dermot Munson behind the plate, the ball skips, he gets it, shows it to the ump goes like this, puts it back in his glove, they throw it back to the fucking pitcher. They never used to just, as soon as it hits the dirt, it's a batting practice ball.
Yes.
It's because the pitcher is, if there's a little scuff or a little something on it,
they're pussies, Joe. They've turned the sport into, it's just terrible what they've done to these guys. I mean, didn't Al Leiter didn't Al Leiter with the Mets throw like 180 pitches or something one game or something like that? Al Leiter is one
game 5 of the World Series.
How many pitches did he throw?
Luis Sojo hit the fucking winning hit in the 9th inning off of him. Then they took him out.
Good old Luis Sojo.
Yeah, but he has a record. What's his name? What's
Kevin Moss was the next Lou Gehrig.
Oh God.
Moss, the first baseman.
Kevin Moss. I remember that.
But
That was terrible.
He did have a couple of good years. Chris should make Block Ox suppository for Aaron Boone. All right. Good one, Paul Till. Yeah, Kevin Moss was another one that the hype. But all teams hype up Vegas. The Mets, the David West.
Yeah, but
the main piece.
But the Mets. Yeah, but Joe, the Yankees have not produced a starter. I'm talking about a starting pitcher that's a stud since Andy Pettit, and that's 1995. He came up. Give me one guy, one.
What about Severino?
What about him?
Severino was
sucked.
He was good for 2 seasons, and then he got hurt, and then never recovered from that.
He was good, but
he was good when he was healthy.
No, listen. You know what I judge guys by what they do against the fucking Red Sox, the Astros, teams like that. You know, Severino beat up people like the Twins. You know what I'm saying? But then when you come to the fucking Red Sox, all of a sudden, look at the guy showed up at the. Do you remember what happened when we had that one game, one and done with the Boston Red Sox? When I think it was Joe Girardi's last year, or whatever. He showed up, or he showed up with 9 minutes. They played the Red Sox. He showed up 9 minutes before the game started, and they still let him play. They still let him pitch. First inning, he gave up like 6 runs. It's like, bye. You know?
You can't do that.
That's the thing I can't say. Even Aaron Judge does that. You know, guy come in, give up 6 runs in the first inning. They'll ask Aaron, what'd you think? Well, he stops, and he has to think. I thought he pitched pretty good. He made 2 or 3 bets. But I'm like, dude, he sucked. Can't you ever fucking just say...
When they didn't bring Rob Thompson, bump him up.
Oh,
see, that definitely, that was a mistake.
He was on their staff, right? He was an assistant coach, pitching, or the bench coach, or whatever he was, when they got rid of the previous guy, and they should have promoted him instead of
Joseph.
Rob
Maybe
Thompson, great with Philadelphia.
Maybe Nick can help me with this, but I'm pretty sure that Rob Thompson was with the Yankees from when he was like 21 or 20 years old. They used to call him Steinbrenner's boy. Did you know that? George Steinbrenner hired him to do shit for him when he was like 20, 21 years old. He was with the Yankees for like fucking 30 years or so.
He deserved that fucking job at that point. I thought Girardi should have not gotten it.
There was no reason to get rid of Girardi. I love Girardi.
You know why they got rid of him? Because he was a disciplinarian.
Yes.
I think Michael K the other day was talking to him and asked him, did they ever get back talk to you? Did the guys ever get in your face? They knew, no, they would never get in my face. They knew that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because these guys today are pussies. And when he got in guys' faces, they knew like not to fuck with him. Nobody ever back talked him or got crazy with him because he took no shit. Even Michael K said, I know that you would break their head. You know what I mean? You wouldn't, because
don't you respect that in the manager of the team that you I would rather that than some guy that's a fucking, let him just, vent a little bit.
Do you know how you notice? Listen, when the Yankees won the World Series, they were doing one of the radio shows or whatever was doing a phone interview with Joe, right? Joe Girardi.
Right.
And in the background, I guess he was at his house and he was on a phone. And he could hear his daughter in the background. And he said, excuse me a second. He goes, I know somebody's going to go to bed really early tonight if they don't stop now. And dead son. In other words, he's a disciplinarian, even with his fucking kids. They're not gonna, his kids ain't gonna be like, I'm playing my fucking video game. He'd be like, okay, let me take the fucking video game. Because he told her right there with everybody could hear it. I was listening. And he goes, hold on one second. He goes, I know a little girl. That's what he said. I know a little girl that's going to go to bed as soon as I get off this phone. If it doesn't stop now, do you hear me? Right now.
You can't be like that with the players now. They're
You
pussies, like you said.
Too bad.
Oh yeah, we can't. She has a little girl.
Yeah.
That's not mine, and we can't discipline her, or it's instant like shutdown.
Well, you do discipline, but don't be a prick. Listen,
Yeah, there's a certain way.
But don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't, right.
Especially as a manager, like when you're talking to grown-ass men too, like some of them, like you see it and it's like, that guy's probably older than you too.
Let me ask you, I don't mean to get in your personal business, but is the kid's father involved or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's a good dad and everything.
No, that's good.
Anything else is good.
You got to be careful the way you got to let mom handle that, or you become the bad guy.
I've seen it already. But it is what it is. You know what? I love playing the dad role as well too. I get to help mold. And she's definitely taken on like a lot of the qualities of me also, which is good and bad. But she eats like a bodybuilder. It's insane. Like she loves her chicken and rice. She loves steak and rice. Like she's not your typical kid that wants, goldfish all the time, even though she loves her goldfish. But like if you ask her what she wants for dinner, right? Chicken. Oh, okay, what do you want with it? Zucchini and rice.
Wow.
What? What?
Yeah, but you know what?
I wish I was like that though. As a kid, she's what is she? 8 years old? 9 years old?
That's
listen.
God bless her.
You got the
influence in that.
That's awesome.
She sees you're healthy.
You got to like manifest the Puerto Rican side to you and have more kids. You know what I'm saying? Come on, isn't your family like? Listen, you're like the Puerto Rican side, aren't they? Listen, you're a Puerto Rican man. You're 31, and I
got me, my younger brother, and that's all it is, man. Like we got a small family. That's probably the Jew. Who knows? But I don't know. The Jews, they have like 10 kids themselves.
So that's the juice. So that's the juice. Like, Chris, what are you going to do? You're going to raise kids in this world? Come on.
1 second. I got to go to synagogue,
Then the Puerto Ricans say, hey, shut up. River to the sea. Shut up.
Yep. Next catcher, Greg. Robert Thompson was a catcher for the Tigers in the late 80s, right?
Okay.
Working for the Yankees class.
Oh, yeah. Unacceptable then.
Way up to the organization over the course of 15 years.
Okay.
Excellent.
I knew that he was very close with Steinbrenner because he used to call him Steinbrenner's boy. Listen, Nick, listen to me.
Ages then.
And Chris, listen to this. This is the shit that bugs me about the Yankees. This kills me about the Yankees. Do you know do you know that the Yankees fucking single A coach is a woman?
I did hear about this, but I never fact checked it.
It's a woman.
Now, yeah.
Nick, you could dig that up. It's a woman. And dude, I don't give a fuck what you say. I know that men are fucking making them leave their women and swimming and doing all this other shit, but get the fuck out of my goddamn clubhouse. I need it. You're telling me that you can't find an ex-major leaguer? If that's not DEI, wait, if that's not DEI, do you know how many ex-major leaguers would jump at that job? Huh?
Yeah.
Fucking give it to David Cohn. I think he's dying to coach. Dude, I would love to fire Matt Blake, get David Cohn in there.
Oh, David Cohn, any of those guys, man.
What's his name? Michael Kay once said that I don't know how much David Cohn doesn't have a job in MLB.
He said it this season. I remember I was watching the game and he said it this season.
He sees things in guys.
Yeah.
Like the guy's throwing up, his right elbow's up a little bit too high, so the curveball's not. But what I liked about Cohn was he knew if he didn't have his fastball, he would invent shit, throw an ephus pitch, fucking go Laredo all of a sudden. The guy's waiting for that fucking bat pitch, and all of a sudden he fucking throws sidearm or underhand or something. Right?
David Cohn was an interesting one.
He was great on the Mets, great on the Yankees,
He had a very good career.
Toronto a little bit. Enhanced Labs baseball podcast with Gregg.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Listen, no, we covered everything, though. We're covering it all. I love it.
Hey, come on, guys.
We're running the gamut here.
Come on.
What product would Chris recommend to Tampon Tim? Roger Babbitt, another weekly.
Tim Walsh.
Tim Walsh.
Tim Walsh.
Sounds like you need some top tea.
Male enhancement products. Become more of a man.
The Black Ox. They're elite testosterone.
Greg, even if he didn't know that, just looked it up. Greg, even if I didn't know that, just looked it up. You are right.
Thank you. I knew you knew that, Nick. I know you're on top of that. It's a woman.
He's a young man who's a flight at FDNY. I want him to be my son-in-law. I'm trying to set him up with my daughter. They're a similar age. for years, and he's disappointing me. He's got a steady girlfriend.
Is he Italian? Nick's Italian, right?
Full flags, upstate by you. He said, "Get me as
Wait,
a
where is he?
father-in-law."
Where was he by me? Where does he live, Joe? Where?
I forget where he is. He's up somewhere upstate.
Nick, you know that I'm very close. My friend just got promoted. He's now he's to chief, deputy chief. No, he's deputy chief. Yeah. Yeah, it's the highest you can go. The next step is you have to get appointed. I think you're become borough chief.
Where upstate are you, Greg?
I'm in Yorktown Heights.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we have the foundation stores near you. I think maybe.
I think you guys have one up in Mayapack or like with Carmel.
Carmel, yeah.
Carmel.
So Anthony owns that store. So he's one of the owners of the foundation franchise, and then also he's the vice president of sales for Enhanced Labs.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I know Anthony. I've met him before. It's a good store. I know the store very well. You know, I used to go there when I worked for MD because I would go there with Dave Palumbo and you know, Guy Sistanino. You know, I've been up there. Yeah, it's a good store. I know him. I know Anthony
for sure.
It's been a long time. But wait, was this Nick?
The girl, the single A coach. She ain't bad. Yeah, the blonde. She's all right.
Yeah, but who wants a piece of ass? Ain't you? You know, you should have ran for that ball. You know what I mean? I don't want that shit. You need a fucking major leaguer.
I agree.
Go
He's
coach
in Irvington.
softball. Joe, close. Oh, he's in Irvington. Okay, that's not bad, Nick. That's not far away. Yeah, that's west.
He wasn't far from my daughter's college. He was close to the college. That's why.
Pace, right? Pace University. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm originally from the Bronx, and then we moved up here. So, you know, that's where the first part of my life and my family's all Bronx. We're Bronx skinnies, you know what I mean? But then we moved up here. I live right down the street. AOC lives over here. We go junking at her house. I take her fucking parents' shit. You know what I mean?
I told you, look for her old clothes. You can sell them on OnlyFans or whatever.
She's a filthy little girl. She's gaining weight.
These old panties when she was in college or something. Just make sure it's an adult size. You don't want to get in trouble. You know.
She used to go to the pool right down the end of the street. She lives on Longview. She lives right on a corner. You go right down the street, really 10 houses, and there's a fucking giant pool, like a water park. You know, from when I was a kid, we used to go swimming there and shit. You know, so she used to go there. My nieces go there. I used to bring my son, my kids. You know,
that's cool to have that.
Yeah.
The free water park in the fucking backyard. You don't have to go to fucking. What's the one out by us, Chris? Off the LIE.
Oh yeah, Splish Splash.
Splish Splash, yeah.
Well, no, this is a small water park. It's not like one of those giant.
That's cool though. But that's
free.
Good, yeah.
You know, it's free for the town. You know, have to have a park and recs.
Yeah, they're popping up all over Long Island now too. There's like 4 of them by me. I have no idea why.
Or something. There's one somewhere in Nassau that.
Yeah, one in Elwood over here.
I went to a camp one summer years ago when they were young, and they would go there once a week to this. You know, bring the pool stuff. We're going to the park that day. But that's good.
I think Buster only lives. He lives over down by the woods over here. But you know, there was a lot like Al Roker's wife used to be our town supervisor, and her name was Alice Roker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Alice Roker.
That's cool. You know, you got Buster only. He's.
You got celebrities over there.
What you guys don't realize is that fucking what's his name? We used to go to school here. Mel Gibson. Everybody thinks Mel Gibson's from Australia. He was from here and then moved to Australia.
Yeah. So you told me
He's a
that.
U.S. citizen. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I had no.
Mel Gibson. A lot of fucking some rock star guys. I don't remember that name. I can't remember his fucking name. But there's a lot of them are right over here.
That's cool. That's cool. Dude, look at us. 5:30. Chris, did I tell you?
Holy
said
shit.
He's sponsoring us. I said it's not an hour show. We go to.
But we're talking about interest.
Listen, I could talk about whatever. I could talk, to a wall. It's all good.
I just feel bad. I had to take the ribbon off because me and Greg we couldn't see it over there.
We're talking.
Good. I heard it through the grapevine that Greg has a great video of AOC. Yeah.
No. Oh, you're talking about the video I sent around where she was giving a blowjob. That wasn't real.
No, that's unfortunate.
Has access to your. Well, we know they have access, but they spy on your DMs because Greg.
That's the whole thing, right? Did I send that to you, Joe? It was
DM. Yeah, you did. You did.
Yes, it was on my DMs. It wasn't something I did like out, and they were like your fucking, like Facebook put the kibosh to me for a while.
Yeah,
I got in all trouble with even Instagram. Fuck Instagram. It's a fucking joke anyway. But I put a picture of me holding a Viagra bottle and a testosterone bottle, right? And because I got a prescription for both, and you know, and they put the kibosh to me. They said you're promoting illegal drug use.
Oh my
I got a
God.
prescription for that, you know.
Prescription, yeah.
Dude,
How
I
about
see
everybody
chicks-
they're smoking blunts, but that's okay, right? You can
Yeah,
put it
right.
online.
They're smoking, but I got chicks that every once in a while there's a naked chick. I see a chick and she's doing shit from behind like this, and she's naked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's okay, but you can't fucking
I
talk
see
about.
nudity on there.
It speaks
Oh, me
volumes.
too.
If they do catch it, you know, like Facebook Marketplace. You ever see the ads for the Who's on there, like with the tits out?
No, I try not to look.
Yeah. I go on Marketplace. I sell. You know, I don't really buy, but I
I
sell.
sell people on the corner, you know.
But then I'm scrolling down, you know, like the Marketplace wall, if you will, for lack of a better term. And all of a sudden, there's a singles, and you see a picture of a girl with a tits out. I'm like, how the fuck did you know?
What?
Wait, are they selling their ass? Joe, are they selling it?
I guess it's almost like a Craigslist.
Lucia, we're on Facebook Marketplace, right? You better sell that ass. We need to.
You can sell AOC's old panties and your girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Oh, sell your panties. Don't eat
No,
some
I'm
of their
dead
fucking
serious.
Spanish
I'm
food.
scrolling and I go, wait, am I fucking seeing things?
Wait, what? Well, why didn't you tell me that? What? Why? I need to get back on Facebook.
You know,
Are they hot? You see hot girls on there?
Yeah, but it's probably just fake.
Lucia, you better start selling your fucking ass, man. Come on.
well, sometimes it gets by. Like, remember when there was a Shannon Sharp didn't know he was on live and he was
Oh yeah.
well, a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and Kim Kardashian didn't know that she was getting filmed, right, by that guy. Meanwhile, her mother was like, "Cut! Hold on, can you construct the dick a little lower? Put the balls in your mouth." You know what I
That
mean?
put her on the map.
Dude, the mother.
They
There
blew
was
up.
something after it.
The whole family owes her for that.
Did you know that her mother actually is the one that said to film it, and they made like 3 or 4 of them because they said they had to get it right. I swear to God, there's a whole thing about that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, that wasn't no fucking. That was done on purpose.
Laughs.
That was, dude. I wouldn't go near that. Ugh.
Yeah.
That big fat nasty ass and shit like that.
Oh, it's nice. I love those.
No, you know what's funny?
Fake, it's rubber.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan talked about that. Like he was talking about, like he said that they actually have people, you know, like she has like bodyguards that actually stand there and like if they see you taking a picture, they stop you. And he said it's very hard to get a picture. Every once in a while, you'll see a picture of her where it looks like a side view. She's got skinny legs and the ass is out like a basketball, like this far because it's so pumped.
There's shots in it, probably.
Yeah, but I don't want that, bro. I don't like big asses as it is. The last thing I want is a big ass.
Jim K, what's up, Jim? God bless you guys. Have a great rest of the week.
Joe, listen to me. I'm not
friend. Thank you.
Jim K. Thank you, my brother.
Don't let Robbie Robinson find out you sponsored these 2 grease balls and not him. He'll say you're racist.
Yeah, like Joe.
This
Like,
is another one of our friends, a regular guy. That's a long joke with Robbie Robinson. Megan would love to buy some of Greg's used weight sponges. Oh, bringing up old sponges from the old Gold's Gym in 81.
I got him. They don't smell too good, but I got them. Because I work out with them in my hands, and then it fucking, you know, they get a.
You didn't have wrist wraps. You they can't wear those gloves. I mean, that's
No, I don't wear no gloves.
no, yeah.
It's always a baseball player, but today you get hit on the hands. You gotta have a fucking big pad there. Forget about it.
Yeah. But
Dude, how does a guy think about that? Think about baseball for 1 second, Joseph. When you go to a fucking batting cage, right, and you see that ball go poof, like this, and it's 90 miles an hour.
I don't even see it.
Dude, can you imagine going 100 miles an hour, just like standing there and go, okay, let me see what it's like, and you just stand sideways and let it fucking hit you, dude? Imagine. So you imagine how a Major League Baseball player feels. He gets hit off the fucking elbow. That was a 98, you know, and you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
What happened last night, I think, or 2 nights ago with the Mets player, the catcher?
Alvarez, he keeps getting hit in the hand.
Yeah, he took 100 mile an hour off the elbow. It was a fucking meaty one, too.
He's broken bones and his hammer.
Yeah, they just,
this one or whatever. Like 3 or 4 years, 3 out of the last 4 years, he's had hand injuries, and one was diving for a ball, catching, and the others were hit by pitches.
That's crazy though. You get hit on the fucking hands. That's like you might as well take a hammer. Guys are throwing dude. Everybody throws 98 now for credit. You know, back in the day when Nolan Ryan always throwing 100 miles an hour. Today it's like shit. You know what I mean?
Everyone's 98.
But you got to have movement though. That's
yeah,
what it is.
That's it. If your fastball doesn't move, everyone's hitting it.
Remember
A big
Armando
league, you can hit
Benitez?
that ball out of the park. He's not. You got to have a bite on it.
Remember Armando Benitez? He would throw like 102, 103, but they
Yeah.
would fucking hit on because he threw right down the. What did they say? You can shoot it out of a cannon. Somebody's going to hit it. It has to have movement.
Yeah,
It's the same thing with that kid Mason Miller right now. Great breaking pitch, but you throw a fastball and you connect with it, it's going.
Yeah, but these guys today, it's hard to hit. Like the really good pitchers hit the corners and the ball drops. You know what I mean? Like
your Paul Skeens and things like that. Oh god.
Yeah, Paul Skeen, dude. That
stud.
Dude, the Yankees offered George Lombard Jr. and Spencer Jones, and they were like, no.
Yeah, it's gonna cost a hell of a lot more than that.
Hype motherfuckers, you know, give us Aaron Judge and we'll give him, you know.
Basically.
Yeah.
Come on, he's the best pitcher in baseball. But that's what wins games, bro.
Yep. That's what's gonna win you 20 games in the season and keep you in for 30.
Where the fuck are the Yankee scouts when these guys are being fucking scouted? Do you understand?
You got to remember the Pirates are picking high because they.
That's the other problem.
Right. Well, that's what
Mike. They pick the playoffs almost every year, and they're picking, later. So a lot of
Michael Kay says that all the time.
Baseball draft is a crapshoot anyway, for the most part.
It is.
You get a high school.
Unless you have a top 2 or 3 pick that you're getting a bona fide stud, like after that, it's all crapshoot.
When Bryce Harper was coming, everybody knew it. Even Skeens, everybody was talking about it.
But Bryce Harper wanted to be a Yankee. You know that he's a huge Yankee fan.
Yeah, we didn't offer anything.
We didn't want him. He came to us and said, "Well, hello, I'm free agent."
Except we ended up trading for fucking Stanton, and we see what we're 10 years later now.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it's
can't get healthy, and when he's
look at Trout. Look at Trout. Who the fuck wants to be on that team? And they say it's because they think he can't handle like fucking. It's better to be Big Willie on that team, and then because there's no pressure on the fucking.
No.
The Angels. Remember, they're in L.A. They're up against the Dodgers. Nobody, you know what I mean?
No one cares about the Angels,
right? Even
the Jets, they're second banana in their own city.
Right.
That's the truth.
Right. But the Dodgers are so supreme. They're more fanatical. I mean, it's probably equal to the Yankees and Mets, but there is a lot of Met fans. But I think there's more Met fans for New York than there is Angel fans.
Oh yeah.
The Dodgers only were fucking 3 years there before the Angels in LA. They moved in 58, and the Angels were a 1961 expansion team. And
but the difference in the teams, though, you have a poverty franchise, and then you have a franchise that has a $300 million payroll every season now.
It's not more. The Mets are closer to the Yankees than the fucking Angels. Dodgers. It's not. It's
like the Yankees were New York's team since 1903.
Yes.
And then you get the Mets taking the place of the two teams that moved out of the
But
West.
the Dodgers,
they were the baby team in the league. The Dodgers and Angels kind of got around the same time, so their fan base should be kind of equal. They both spend money and shit like the way the Mets and Yankees.
I gotta tell you though,
it's a Dodger town.
The Dodgers were fucking a New York team. It was close between them and the Yankees. You know that, right?
Every year in the fucking World Series.
Every year, the Yankees and Dodgers. It was when the Dodgers left New York. That's what all the Met fans are. They were originally Dodger fans. You know, right? They couldn't go for the Yankees. I just got to pee really fast again. I'm sorry.
They could never. My house. I grew up in Brooklyn, Chris.
Yeah.
My house was a Brooklyn Dodger house. So when the Dodgers left, none of them became Yankee fans.
You were a Dodgers fan. You were,
So I was born in '67, so I didn't know the Brooklyn Dodgers. But I grew up as soon as the Mets came around in '62, we automatically became a Met fan. In the house.
That makes sense.
National League Baseball, this team, and so I grew up with the Mets always, and that's because the Brooklyn Dodger connection.
Absolutely.
To the Mets. So it's like the guys wouldn't watch baseball as opposed to becoming Yankee fans in New York because you couldn't watch out of town games.
Wow. Okay.
TV that much in those days.
Yeah, there was nothing like that.
Radio. So you didn't even get a chance to listen to a game. Only local shit was on TV.
You were just catching them on the newspaper.
Yeah, you would be able to. So if you said I'm gonna like the fucking I don't know, the Cincinnati Reds, I don't like the Yankees, Dodgers, you couldn't fucking listen to. Even if you followed the Dodgers as a fan to LA, in your heart, not physically.
My mother was a Dodger fan growing up.
Yeah, but there was no out of town games ever on TV. So the guys who lost the Dodgers and Giants and Dodgers, they didn't watch the Yankees, so they didn't watch baseball for fucking 4 years until the Mets.
Well, the Giants had a fucking hell of a following in New York too. Not for nothing. And not for nothing, but
baseball for fucking over 50 years.
The West Coast is definitely the Padres are but the fucking Dodgers and the Giants are the two powerhouse teams.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it amazing how both teams moved there the same fucking year?
Well, the Dodgers wanted to stay in New York, but I forgot what the fucking, there was some sort of drama with the mayor and they didn't want to fucking build a stadium.
You know where the Nets have the Barclays Center built now?
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets. Walter O'Malley wanted the land in where that stadium is now. He wanted to build the new Ebbets Field there. He says, give me the land for free and I'll build it on my own with no city money.
Insane.
Robert Moses said, no, we'll give you the land in Flushing. And he said, we're the Brooklyn Dodgers, not the Queens Dodgers. I might as well move to LA for that matter. And that's where Shea ended up going. But the Dodgers, they gave him the land and built Dodger Stadium with their fucking money, LA.
It's the best thing but dude, Hollywood embraced it from the moment they went out there. They were the fucking
that's what I'm saying. That's why the Angels only 3 years later followed them and never really caught on as a big, thing out there.
The redheaded stepchild.
You could play for any baseball team. Obviously, I'm a Yankee fan. I like to play for the Yankees. But if you take the Yankees out of it, it's got to either be the Red Sox or the Dodgers. Those three teams are the
Cubs. We're the Cubs.
Or the Cubs. Cubs are right there. The Giants are right behind them. You know what I mean? Those teams. Philadelphia Phillies are right there too. You know what I mean? Like they're right back there. Those teams are fucking long time, and they are the fucking. They are baseball, all of baseball. The year that the fucking Texas Rangers played the Arizona Diamondbacks in the series, I don't think anybody watched that.
Sucked. And it actually was a pretty good series. I watched it.
Yeah, I watched the
good series.
But that's not a fucking.
They don't want those things. Greg, tell first the story about when I knocked out Steve Balboni for getting pizza
Steve
over the
Balboni.
And then this is great. Donnie Guastamacchia. Who's Steve Balboni? You don't know who Steve Balboni is?
Holy shit.
Bye Balboni.
Bye Balboni. Played for the Seattle Mariners.
He was a Yankee. Big, curly, right-handed first baseman. He hit a lot of homers. They called him Bye Balboni.
But he's another one, the kind of hype. You know what I mean? Jay Buhner, we let him go, and he was a monster.
Well, you got Ken Phelps in that deal. Come on. It was crazy.
Look what happened to him.
Say Jay Buhner from Seinfeld. Mike James. Hey, Mike, he's a regular too. Joe and Greg are so old they get the scores of the games from Paul Revere. Good job, Mike. Excellent.
That is great.
The British are coming. And the Brooklyn Dodgers defeated the New York Giants.
Holy fuck, that's funny. That's funny. But baseball, you take those teams out of baseball, forget about it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why the Cubs Indian series was so great. Both of those teams are old and was like
historic. But you know what? Trump is supposedly pushing there. They want the name Indians back. You know that?
Yeah.
Redskins too.
Stupidest fucking shit. Redskins too. And put Uncle Ben back there. Put fucking Aunt Jemima. Who wants Milling Company pancakes? You know what I mean? Aunt Jemima, bro.
Uncle Ben back on there. No.
Huh?
Tony Soprano doesn't want Uncle Ben back. Where's my Soprano?
No, but
my Tony.
I see. You got to do that shit. Put the fucking Indian back on the goddamn, you know what I mean? Don't call it Native American. They're fucking Indians. They've been Indians for all of a sudden. It's just like my neighbor's a sanitation. My neighbor's a sanitation worker. No, he's a fucking garbage man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Sanitation engineer.
He's a sanitation engineer.
Guys, I think I gotta punch out because I think I gotta
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Yes, sir.
We can keep going. Chris will have you on again,
100%. I can talk all day with you guys.
Oh, I love it. We talk bodybuilding, we talk sports, we talk UFC,
I'm surprised we didn't. We didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk, rest in peace, get killed, because that guy's a piece of shit. And his girlfriend, that guy's not a fucking tranny, bro. That's a fucking dude. It's a dude. It doesn't even look like a tranny. It's the fucking
that whole situation is so fucking rabbit holed right now. I have no idea at this point what to believe. I don't even want to listen to it anymore. And it's funny because it keeps getting brought up around me, and I look at everyone. I'm just like, guys, did you look at the stock market today? That's where I'm at now. Like,
I'm worried about fucking enjoying my life, being healthy, and making.
I'm worried about taking a 6-hour plane ride in a couple weeks. I'm gearing up for that. All right, like fuck.
We'll be
where you going? Oh,
Olympia, Vegas.
Okay.
We're going to Bugsy Siegel's fucking old fucking haunt over there in Las Vegas. So that's gonna do it for us this week.
All right, guys.
Enhanced Labs presents the Greg and Joe Show. Of course, go to enhancedlabs.com. Get all of your supplements.
Stop fucking around.
Muscle Pro, everything.
Go eat a fucking pancake, you mother.
We got food. We got it all. So
we're practically giving it all away. We've got. You remember Crazy Eddie?
Crazy Eddie. Places are insane. And Chris will have you back on, but make sure
Thank you guys.
Support the guys who take care of us, so we can keep taking care of you, because we
absolutely
want to stay on this fucking airwaves forever. We will see you guys next Wednesday at 3:00. Have a great day.
All right, guys. I love you guys.
Bye-bye, guys.